you know what I'm going to say? Do you know what I'm about to say? I'm not going to say it yet. I'm not going to say it yet. I'm not going to be saying my anything. I'm not bringing that back. It was all a giggle anyway. My CEO, my Vinay Venkatesha, my manager, my number 10, my Xavi Simons. Let's go, people. Let's go. How's everyone doing? How is everybody doing? If this is not a day to wake up and go, it's a Friday. It's a Friday too. What a way to start the weekend. How's everybody doing? How the devil are you? Guys, get out of bed. Get up. Get out of work. Phone in sick. Phone in sick. Take your dog out and drop her off at a dog walker and then get down the pub. We got Xavi Simons, I think. The Here We Go is out. The Here We Go is out, ladies and gentlemen. I don't really want to get excited yet. No, I've been bitten too many times and now I'm too shy. But come on. Let's, you know what? You have to do it. How are you guys? Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Oh, Twitter's going mental. Let's get it up on the screen. Let's do some real-time stuff. Oh, yeah. Xavi Simons, the best of them all. The best 10 option of all of them. Better 10 for Tottenham than Eze. Better 10 option than Paqueta. Love them both. But a better 10 option than Paqueta. A better 10 option than Cherky at City. He's not quite on Florian Wirtz level, but then Florian Wirtz, what's he done so far? Thus far, Florian Wirtz has looked like an absolute bozo. What are we doing here? See you at the protests. No, I'm still going to be at the protest. I'm still going to go, but I'm going to turn it into a celebration moment, a moment of joy for Tottenham fans. They've had a horrible last 6 weeks. If this is true, guys, let me zoom in. Breaking Xavi Simons to Tottenham. Here we go. All signed between the Spurs and RB Leipzig for fee worth 60 million euros. Fixed after agreement revealed overnight. 60 million euros is not a lot of money, by the way. That is not a lot of money. What's that? 60 million. I'm going to have to do the old Lubo. 60 million euros in pounds. 52 million. 52 million. We've still got money to go again. We've got a lot of money to go again, people. We can do more. More? Please, sir. Can I have some more? More? Be on with you, boy. We got loads of money. Let's do it again. Fab redemption arc complete, says Lubo's mate Jeff. Where do you That is excellent. And what's the picture? Is that Zippy? Oh, Zippy. Very, very good. Here we go. Yes, no, maybe. Here we go. I can't believe it, Lukey. I can't believe it, mate. I can't believe it. This guy, he changes everything. He's the best 10 of them all. And we got him for 52 million quid. This is insanity. How on God's green earth is Nick Voltemade going for 90 million euros? Who's never done anything. Good player, but never done anything. How on God's green earth is Benjamin Sesko going for 90 million euros? Xavi Simons scored more than Sesko last season. In the 10. What are we doing here? Sesko only got 8 non-penalty goals. In fact, did Simons get the score more than they? He scored 13, didn't he, Sesko? Let's have a look. I want to just double check that. I'm going to come to the chat in a second, people. I'm going to come to the chat in a second. I just want to find out how many goals did he score last season. Let's have a look, see. He scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 goals in the Bundesliga. I'm pretty sure he scored 13. Oh, he got 11. All right, 11 and 8, though. 19 GA last season. I mean, it didn't quite beat. But still, 35 million euros less for a 22-year-old and a 5-year +2 contract. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unbelievable. We love to see it. Let's see if is it just Romano though? Are other people saying it? I'll tell you what else I've seen though. I've seen some real salty, shameless stuff coming out. So Xavi Simons is signed. I saw one from Matt Law a minute ago. Let's get Matt Law up because he's a Chelsea fan, isn't he? And this is the little bro. Because we also little bro Chelsea here. Although they'll pretend like they didn't get little broed, they got little broed. Let's have a look at this. Understand, right? Remember, Matt Law is a Chelsea fan. Salty, Tottenham-hating arsehole. Understand there's no intention at the Chelsea end to try to hijack Tottenham and Simons. They've been interested in the player, but never made a formal bid and have other targets. Bridges have been built in the relationship between Chelsea and Spurs over recent years, and there's no desire to demolish them now. That's basically saying we didn't want him anyway, and you're only lucky we didn't bid, because if we did bid, then we would have won. Please, little bro. Please. Please. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Not a fan of Matt Law then, mate. James, I don't know the person. I don't know him. I'm sure he's a lovely person. I'm sure he's a good father, good family guy. I've got no problem with the person. But the geezer that I have to engage with for work, I think he's been lying to Tottenham fans all summer. Been lying to Tottenham fans all summer. He's been saying, all year. He was saying, we have no money. I said, that's a load of nonsense. We do have money, and we clearly have got money. He said that there was structural changes happening at the football club, massive ones. Levy's been sidelined. Clearly, Levy hasn't been sidelined because Levy said in the interview that he still gets involved in every single deal. Copium. It is copium. I'm still nervous as well, Abidou. I'm still... Look at the tweet under that. See, what's the tweet under that say? Also worth pointing out that Chelsea haven't missed the player or been hijacked themselves, and they didn't end up making full bid. I didn't want her anyway. She didn't dump me. You can't fire me. I quit. Yeah, of course. Course, bro. Look at the way he's put the quotes in. We haven't missed the player. We haven't been hijacked. We didn't want him anyway. Yeah. He came to Tottenham. He saw the training ground. He saw the Europa League Cup. He saw Thomas Frank. He saw Kudus. And he saw Romero. And he went, yeah, I want to be a part of the Yids. I want to be part of the Yid army. You know what, guys? I'm an alcohol guy, not a drugs guy anymore. But if I was, what I'd be doing right now, I'd be phoning down to the chef in the kitchen saying, make me a pancake and roll me a spliff. Because we're going Dutch today, baby. It's good times. It is good times. I might even get a brass called Tulip or something, if I'm entirely honest. Get around. Let's go. We are on the Dutch draw. We love it. Lads trip, guys. Lads trip to Amsterdam. Let's figure it out. The weekend is young. We've got an absolute monster. He is absolutely the guy that takes us to the next level. Now, if you go and get yourself an Ademola Lookman and you go and get yourself another little Dutchman, a certain Nathan Ake, we can all talk like Sean Connery. Schmock on a pancake, schmock on a spliff. We can all do the Dutch. Double Dutch, says James. Absolutely right, mate. Double Dutch at the back. All signed and sealed. Is it all signed and sealed? What are we doing here? Fabrizio tweet. Let's have a look-see. What are we doing? How about? I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's why. Let's go back. What's he done now? What's the bomber been? Are we working something good? Please don't be upset. Exclusive. Tottenham agree a 60 million fee. That was 6 hours ago. That was 6 hours ago. 3:35 in the morning. At 3:35 in the morning. Does that man Xavi Simons contract until 2030 plus 2-year option until 2032 is 100% signed? Come on. Now we've got it in blood. You know, he can't do us now. This is unbelievable. I'm going to start playing squad match. Let's go and pick some teams. I mean, what a couple of days, guys. The Champions League draw. I get to go and see Helga, but I might have to stop off in Amsterdam to see Tulip first, if you know what I mean. If you get me. And then we've got a wonderful Champions League celebration. We should be able to qualify out of that league. Should. If we don't, it's a disgrace, by the way. Hit the balloon, Sean. I was awake at 3 a.m. when it came through. I thought I was dreaming. You know, when I woke up this morning, the first thing I saw was a tweet in a WhatsApp group from Sava to Johnny that said, Johnny, you're giving me an erection. And when I saw that, the very first thing I opened my eyes, I was like, oh, what's going on? Turn over, ping WhatsApp notification from Sava, Johnny, you're giving me an erection. My half-mast immediately fell. No morning glory anymore. I was trying to go back to morning snory. It was terrible, but it's done. It's done. I mean, he's not holding the shirt, but the deal, apparently, the contract is signed, guys. The contract is signed. Listen, Sam, I'm not getting involved in that. I'm not getting involved in it, right? I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not winding them up. I can't be bothered. I had a good chat. With Billy and that, you know, but I'm not going to wind them up because it is what it is. It is what it is. Everyone's going to feel how they feel. And then whenever something bad happens, I'm the guy who gets treated like I'm actually Daniel Levy. So listen, everybody should be universally behind this one. It should be we little broed them, mate. We little broed Chelsea, and they don't want to feel like they've been little broed. We've got good relationships with Tottenham now. Have we? Have we got good relationship with Chelsea now? What deal have we done? What benefit do we have with Chelsea? A good relationship, Matt Law. You salty man, you absolute salt fest. You salt fest. You know where you need to go on holiday, mate, to Salt Lake City. Yeah? That's what you need to do. You need to, like, I run out of salt analogies. Anyone else got anything else salty? Anyone bring me some salt analogies regarding what Matt Law needs to do? Because his Chelsea has been little broed by Tottenham. This is the least professional stream I've ever done. My voice is even breaking because I haven't even cleared my throat yet. Saltdonia. Get me some salty. Yeah, there we go. His favourite snack is sultanas. Let's go. Let's go. Well done, Change for Tottenham, for getting this one over the line. I'm not doing it. Oh, however, if they put out a tweet that's claiming credit for it, then I'll have to pile in. Sort yourself out, Sean. I haven't literally just opened my eyes. Can't you see? My eyes are still half shut. Got my cup of tea, got my water. His favorite film is Salt Bay. Johnny's the only person. So James is the only person here who's bringing me Salzburg. Yeah, his favorite second team is RB Salzburg. Oh, we love it. Matt Law. Let's go all in on Matt Law, shall we? Salty little git. Is it done, Sean? Relax Hub. It looks like it is, mate. It says it's signed still. Look, it says it on the screen there. 100% contract signed. 100% signed. Once you're signed, there's no takesies backsies. Isn't it amazing how that's just writing your name on a piece of paper changes everything? Like, then you can go to prison if you do things that you're not supposed to do when you write your name on that bit of paper. You can't change your mind. You can't get out of a get out of jail free card, whatever. Like, signing your name is a big deal. It's a big deal. And we can't help but love this particular signature. He's ours. And guys, what a player. What a player he is, by the way. This guy, for me, just thinking about how we can play now, right? You've got him in the 10. He works hard. He'll press. He's not a lazy Dutchman. He's not someone that's been on the sauce or whatever. He works hard. His ability to read the game is exceptional. His ability to pick a pass, to unlock a door. If we're doing if we're doing horseshoe football, and we will at times, you've got a guy there that can just pick the runs. You know who else is going to benefit from this signing? I'm going to make a bold statement here. Ornstein said it as well. We're good, people. We are good. Ornstein has just come out. If there was any doubt about the Romano bomber, let's have a little look-see. The Ornstein is done. Come on, the Ornstein. Here we go. Is it on the screen? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Xavi Simons signs contract at Tottenham Hotspur ahead of move from RB Leipzig. Deal for 22 euro. He's 22 as well. With option to extend by 2 years. Dutch international finalising exit terms with Leipzig after Tottenham Hotspur agreed 60 million euro price and personal terms. I tell you what, the one thing I will say is even when we have money, we still only look for the good value deals, don't we? I don't know how we found this one. I don't know how we got it done. But my football club has absolutely rat-a-tar-tarred this one, ladies and gentlemen. It's a rat-a-tar-tar of all tar-tar-tars. This is such good value. He's 22. So we tick that box. We're still fishing in that same pond of 18 to 22-year-olds. He's a 7-year deal. He ain't going anywhere. He's with us for the future. What an absolute monster signing this is. Xavi Simons is not Chelsea sort of player. Yeah. Salt Bay, bro. I gotta find more salty analyses. Yeah. His favourite packet of crisps are ready salted. Now we got to turn to this guy. By the way, if Tottenham are looking for the value for money transfers, let's be honest, we got Kudus on a massively value for money deal, right? Massively value for money deal. Unbelievable. We then got Polinia on a loan fee with an option. Massive value. We've now got Simons on 52 million quid. When you've just seen the last couple of days, the sort of madness that's happening in the striker market. I know that they're two different games, but you pay for youth, you're fishing in that pool, demand, supply variations in economics, all that stuff. This guy is the best 10. Who's a better 10 in the Premier League? Let's have a conversation quickly. Immediately, who is a better 10 in the Premier League? Well, I think because you haven't seen Xavi Simons translate yet, then you can't also say that Florian Wirtz hasn't really hit it. So you'd probably say Florian Wirtz is, because Florian Wirtz was better than Xavi Simons was in Germany. So Florian Wirtz is a better 10. Rayan Cherki? No. Mahrez? Not anymore. Foden? Doesn't play there. Doesn't play anymore. I'm taking Xavi Simons over Odegaard all day, every day, by the way. I'm taking Xavi Simons over Odegaard all day, every day. I think Odegaard goes missing in the big games. I think he's a flat track bully. He's a flat track bully. He never turns up in the big games, ever. They call him, even Arsenal fans call him Ghost-o-Guard. Cole Palmer's the best 10. Yeah, fair enough. That's a good shout. Yeah, 100%. Cole Palmer. Soberslai, different sort of player, mate. Soberslai's not the same sort of. They're like, it's like rock. It's like comparing. Muhammad Ali to It's like comparing like Prince Nassim Hamid back in the day, prime Prince Nassim. If you're old enough, you remember him to somebody that's like a welterweight. Different sort of players. But as a 10. I think Soboslai's a quality player as well, to be fair. He is a quality player. But anyway, people, we've got... He is Nate. He's certainly playing more advanced. But what a player. Who will Lubo blame? He'll give the credit to Vinay because he's shameless, like I am. I would be doing the same. If it was me, I'd be doing exactly what he will do. You know, we're all shameless. We all move the goalposts. Now, Naseem Hamid was one of the greatest, most entertaining boxers in the game, 100%. Let's get some super chats, and I want to say massive thank you to everyone. There's 1,600 people here, guys. Unbelievable for 9:45 in the morning. Please smash the granny out of that like button for me. Really appreciate you. Hit the subscribe. We got to talk through some tactics. We got to talk through what's next. We got to talk through what does this mean. We're going to be here for a while, so strap yourselves in. Get yourself a cup of tea or a beer or schmock at a pancake. Schmock at a pancake, guys, because we're going Dutch today. We are going Dutch. Let's have a look. Moose City is saying, I am genuinely shocked. Best can we could have got early in the window. I thought I heard he didn't want us. Frank effect. Heard he called him 2 days ago and changed his mind, I think you're saying, or put the change in him or something. Moosey, great to see you, mate. Haven't seen you for a while, buddy. You're up early, pal, or late. You're in America. And it's 9:45. That means it must be at latest. It must be 5:45. No, wait. 4:45 in the morning it must be. At earliest. And if you're over in California or something, it's like maybe it's midnight or whatever. Fair play to you, my man. Fair play to you. And thank you very much for the super chat, buddy. You're always very generous, mate. Very, very cool of you. I'm genuinely shocked as well. He is the best 10. He's the best of the lot. 100%. And it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Cat Funt's in the house. Big up to you, Catty. Boy, how are you? He says, come on, MOFO. Come on, Mofo. 100% superstar. I'm not sure what the red emoji is. But the fireworks superstar type things going on there. Appreciate you, Cat Fun. What we got here? Mellingen Sander from Norway. Big up to you. Big up to you, my man. I'll see you in the snow, mate. I'll see you in the snow. I'm coming for Helga. I am coming for Helga. Can't wait. I'm already on the Jägermeister and beer. You're already on the Jägermeister and beer. 9:45. Oh, wait, is it 10:45 where you are? I think it's an hour later, isn't it? I think it's an hour later. I'm already on the Jägermeister and beer. I can't believe this. My life is beautiful. But listen, tell you what, mate, if I marry Helga, then my wife will be beautiful because she was absolute. I'll see you in Norway, mate. Thank you very much for the super chat. Let's have a look. Dean Livesley. I'm having a livener as soon as possible. Yes. Thank God. 2 months of smashing my TV up. Let's go, Lookman. Come on, your Spurs. I don't want to come on my Spurs. I'd rather come on Helga, if I'm honest. Anyway, pause. Too early for this shit. Too early. I have not. This is. I promise you, this is like fizzy water. It's like the. Where is it? It's here. This stuff. That's all it is. But I'm acting like I'm drunk. Let's go. Saturday protests? Surely not. Listen, they've organised it. We spoke to them about it, didn't we? We spoke to Billy. He said they want to be persistent and relentless. And they said that they would have preferred a movement with a conversation, a dialogue with the club, but the club have little broed them. And so that's why they did things like the 4 emails, the email addresses thing. They're looking for chaos. So, and listen, I respect the right to protest, and for what it's worth, I think they're in a very difficult position because if you just pick your moments, if you just do it when times are shit, then you are going to be accused of being opportunistic. And if you do it all of the time, regardless, because you want the owner out, then you're going to be accused of not reading the room when times are good. There's always going to be a problem for someone with regards to protests. I personally think that protests only really work if they're well supported. If they're well supported in one event and not in the other, then anyone that's looking to glean something from it, then if Daniel Levy was looking at the protests and saying, well, you had 3,000 people voting protesting a couple of weeks ago, and now you have 10, and then next week you have 2,500, the next week you have 100, whatever, then all the owner will know is football fans are emotional. They're unhappy, and then they're happy. Then they're unhappy, then they're happy. You know, so I think it's better to pick your moments. But even that, taking that style still has its own fallbacks, because people will just say you're just opportunists, right? Where were you when we were good, sort of thing. Silver lining, we didn't get MGW and Eze. Oh, mate, Keith, I don't know how long I never really wanted Eze. Like, given those, if you could go back in time and say Eze or Simmons, for me, Simmons all day, every day, 5 times on Sunday and twice in Norway. Like it's not even a debate. For me, Thomas Frank's system with Kudus on the right and hopefully an Ademola Lookman or someone else like a Malik Fofana, someone else on the left. You didn't need an Eze. He's not that. He's a fantastic player. I'm not taking anything away from the player, but he's not what you needed, because it becomes like having, I don't know, like you have 3 squares when all you need is a rectangle, and you needed someone to connect the dots. And Eze wasn't that guy. Eze wasn't that type of player. He's a brilliant player at what he is, but what he isn't is what we needed. And Simmons is what we needed. This is massive. It's huge. Huge, 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 huge. Keith Edwards, appreciate you, mate. Thank you very much. Dark Sun G. Hello, mate. Dark Sun G from Irish Hotspur fame. I've seen you for ages, buddy. How are you? How are you, mate? I hope you're okay. I hope your Korean life is and your career in Korea is doing brilliant things, buddy. Sorry for the pardon. I'm just excited, mate. I'm excited today. I'm pumped. I am pumped. I'm pumped up. That's what I'm talking about. My club. Come on now. What are we doing here? He says the 2 promising Dutch duo in Simmons and Van der Ven. Yeah, let's talk about the third though for a second, can we? Shall we talk about Nathan Ake as well? We'll double check he's actually Dutch, isn't he? Treble Dutch. He is Dutch, isn't he? Yeah, he is. He's born in The Hague. He's a political monster. Appreciate you, Dark Sun G. Van der Ven, Xavi Simmons. Get me a little bit of Nathan Ake. And we are all smoking pancakes. Let's be honest. We are smoking the pancakes. That's what I'm going to do. I'm literally going to go and get myself a pancake for breakfast once I've done this show, because it's time to feel good. It's Friday, people. Let's get some Friday feeling going. Here is our new Van der Ven. He is our new Van der Ven, and I'm over the moon. He's our new Van der Ven. What does that mean? Just because he's Dutch. I'm here for it. Let's stack our team with Dutch, with Argentinians and Brazilians, and then a couple of people that are homegrown because they have to be. We can't go wrong. We can't go wrong. We got football heritage, football culture at the core here, people. Yeah, says Rexy. Good to see you, Rex. I love that car in your icon, mate. I want to know more about what that means. Are you like a rally driver? What are you into? He goes, here we go. Any chance of a winger now? Yeah, we need a winger, mate, don't we? We need a winger. We round this off. We rat-ta-ta-ta this off with an Ademola Lookman tomorrow and Nathan Ake on Sunday, and then bring me Paqueta anyway on a Monday. On a deadline day bomber to Bury West Ham. And it's just a dream world. Fascinating to see you so pumped. Adrian Trier. Yeah, sorry, mate. I'm not usually so lively, am I? Not usually. This is a massive deal. This is a massive. If he translates like I hope he does, this is massive. Let me get back to the chat. In fact, let me get rid of I want to get Twitter up again in a minute. We've got loads to talk about. We have loads to talk about. We got to talk about Ake, what he can do. We have to talk about Lookman. We have to talk about tactics. We have to talk about how I can slow down with my speech for those people that are not from the UK and they need me to talk at 0.75 speed. 0.75 speed. Let's go, people. I'm so excited. Get them all done today, says Mark Tarinda. It's just ta-ta-ta. Lookman is a serious target, apparently. Arizona Spurs. Is that AZ Spurs? Is that Arizona Spurs? Are you out in Arizona? Because if you are, that means you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning, or maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, or something. Or is it just your name is Aaron and you call yourself Az? Don't know. What else are we saying? He wears the 7 for the Dutch team. Who's our current number 10? Maddison, isn't it? Yeah. No, he's in Bristol. Oh, a little bit spicy over in Arizona on 3 a.m. No drive, I mean Bristol, innit? Bristol. Yeah, I love it, love it, love it. Sean, I love you like this, Bubba. I appreciate you, cat fun. I'm in a mood to party. I might call it. What time does the co-op start selling alcohol? I think 10 a.m. I might get myself a 10:01 order. Let's do some tequila. No, wait. What's the Dutch liquor? What's your Dutch alcohol? What's your Dutch alcohol? You know, Van der Vaart, Shawnee, mate. This feels like a Van der Vaart signing. This feels like a Van der Vaart signing. A Van der Ratatar Vaart, if you know what I mean. Savinio rumours are back. Are they? Jaeger bombs, baby. Is Jaeger bomb Dutch? Is it? Oh, that's why. That's why my man in Holland's on the Jaegers already. Orangey boom, the beer. Yeah, nice. 4:55 a.m. in Florida. Swankles, wowzers, mate. Is that where you are? Or do you happen to be in like Bristol as well? You're just telling me the time in Florida. Let's go. Sean, this is your best stream. Drunk on Xavi sweat beads off those dreads. Yeah, mate. I would. That's disgusting. But I would. I would. I go. What am I doing? What am I doing? What are we doing here? Advocate. Nice. Yeah, advocate. Yeah. Protest off. Sure, get a brass. I might have a look on Viva Street. See what's going on. Simmons will be on 200 grand a week. Is that new club's highest earner status? Or does Romero still? Do I get that box ticked, by the way? Do I get that box ticked? I've taken a lot of heat over the last, I don't know, 5 weeks. But all year I said to you there was going to be a new club's highest earner and or a new transfer record. And we've attempted to get them done. So hopefully you can at least give me the fact that we tried to get them done. Paul O'Keefe just tweeted the new details. Why are you doing this to me, mate? You know I can't get Paul O'Keefe up. Pause. Let's have a look. See if I can find him. Paul. How do I spell his name? Is it Okeefe or something? Is that it? Is it on the screen? Not on the screen. 1 second. Where is he? Yeah, he's blocked me, so I can't get him. But how do I? What? Can someone tell me what his actual handle is? Oh, there he is. Is that him? No, that's a fake one. Motherfucker. Someone tell me what his actual handle is. Oh, whatever. Just tell me what he said. Tell me what he said. Geezer's blocked me. Sean, play the video if you think you're nice. Listen.
Yeah, come on, yeah. Sources, everyone has a source. They're never right, but we'll share them, of course. I know a guy who knows all the discourse. Content's got a content, and trust me, bro, is my source.
My ITK. Listen, I went toe-to-toe with Matty Law. Salty Matt Law from Salt Lake City, where his favourite movie is Salt Bay. His favourite packet of crisps are ready salted. You know? What are we doing here? He said we're broke. I said, no, we're not. He said, Levy's done. I said, no, he isn't. He said Tottenham don't need to compete with Chelsea because Chelsea don't want to feel little broed. I say, fuck you. You've been little broed, bro. You've been little broed. You've been little broed. We tried FC. Is this actually Sim and Ben? Or is this someone else who's pretending to be them? We are Tottenham. I think it might be them. We tried it. What are you saying? Why are you saying we tried? Is it over? Oh no, you're just complaining. Oh, I see. You're saying, oh, I'm not giving you any love, Sean. That's because you and your bro, whichever one of these two it is, you and your bro love to bathe in the misery mud. You love whenever something goes wrong. You've turned, Sim. If this is Sim, you used to be one of the good guys, Sim. You used to be one of the good guys that had the context. You baked in the context of the environment. Ben, not so much. Ben would go after Daniel Levy. Ben would go after the club, the ownership. You'd always dance with the devil a little bit. Not anymore. Not anymore, Sim. Not anymore. You fell. You fell into the looking glass. And unfortunately, my man, you came out smelling of not roses, but tulips. Because my chairman, no, I'm not doing that. But my club has just signed an absolute baller. A baller. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are so back. We've got a couple more super chats. Let's see what they say. Where do we get to? Dark Sun G in the house. Big up to you, Dark. Again, mate, good to see you, mate. He says, Man U got Sesko from them laughing my ass off while we got Simmons. Mate, 85 million euros, Dark Sun G. 85 million euros for an absolute bozo. Have you ever seen a man look like a rabbit caught in the headlights? Like you saw against Grimsby? Geezer doesn't look like he's anything. He looks like he's absolutely shell-shocked. And Newcastle, as much as Newcastle are desperate, and they've just overpaid by an absolute monster margin for Voltamade. 85 million euros, by the way, for him as well. Raising to 90. My club has just gone out and got the best 10, the second best 10 in the league. Top 5 10s in Europe for 50 million quid. We got change for some brasses, bro. We got change for some brasses. This is what I'm talking about, Dark Sun G. Love it, my man. Dean Lively back in the house. Are we going to hear my chairman, Sean? I can't do it. I'm not doing it right now. I'm not doing it. I'm not winding people up. I'm not going to do it. I'm not even going to bother. There's no point. But listen, what I will say is, if he's involved in that deal, he's done a worldie there. But listen, the rest of the window there's so much volatility. But I did always say you have to wait until the window closes. Do I think it's like no, we still need more, by the way. We still need more. We absolutely need more. I genuinely believe there's no intention for us to do this, but I genuinely believe we are still very short in defensive midfielder. Right? Bissouma wants to leave, but couldn't leave for whatever reason to Galatasaray. You get one injury to Polinia, and we are back to square one in the midfield. Fact. So I'm not sitting here saying it's the perfect window. I'm not even saying it's like some people are going to put this. In fact, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll on it. We'll do a poll right now. Let me get the super chats done quickly. Thank you so much, Dean. I appreciate you, my man. Dean Laws, come back in. Lawski, Bomber. Next, please, my chairman. I've got to say it. I've got to say it when I've got to read it out. How about that, Dean? Okay, I've got to say it. I've got to read it out. I'm not in the wind-up game today, although I will wind up Ben and Sim because I love them. I love them dearly. They're good guys, very good guys, and it's all a bit of fun. Play the Zeus Bomber dance or a Xavi comp. I can't. I'd love to play a Xavi comp for you, but I can't do it. So we shan't do it. But thank you very much, M. Miller. Let me. I just want to just double see. Oh, we've got another super chat that just popped in the door there, I think. And it's a big one as well. My man, Super Blaine Devlin. What a legend you are, mate. You're the most generous man. Listen, Blaine, much as I love you and as much as I know how successful you are as a human being, I know, obviously we know each other. Bro, I don't think there's a single person on planet Earth that probably has as big a Google, YouTube super chat bill as you do every month. As much as I appreciate you, mate, and I love you to pieces. You don't need to waste your money the way you do on super chats to me. Right? I love you for it, mate, but you're spending all of your hard-earned money. You spend so much money on the various channels, mate. It's very much appreciated. But my guy, you're overly generous to the point of like, I got to step in, mate. It's almost like you said to me yesterday. Does Levy have a rejection fetish? You are an absolute legend, Blaine. I love you, mate. And it's just a woo. It's just a woo. You spent 20 quid just to say woo. Bro, like, I love you, man. But it's like you never know. That money might be necessary, you know? So, but thank you very much, mate. Thank you very, very, very much indeed. What an absolute legend you are. Can we get back to some more salt-based muddings, please? I need to find as many different analogies as we can for Matt Law and for people that are salty as hell, that they want to pretend like this wasn't a hijack. The Eze to Arsenal deal was a hijack. That was definitely a hijack. But no, Xavi Simons to Tottenham is not a hijack. No, it wasn't. Despite all the facts that he wanted to come to Chelsea, it wasn't a hijack because it's my team and I hate Tottenham and I can't let them think that they hijacked us. Shut up, Law. Shut up, Law. You've been wrong all year. You're lawless. Lawless, bro. Get me some salty analogies, okay? Get me some salty analogies, people. Take the super chat money, mate. Helga is high maintenance. Listen, I want Blaine to come with me. Blaine, me and you are going to Norway, bro. And if we can't find that Helga, we're going to find some others. I'm going to this time I'm staying in Norway. I'm not doing last time round. What I did, I got on the plane with one of those the Tottenham tour operators, and we got out. We had to fly out of Luton at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then we had to like race back to the airport after the game, like race back. Even though I led Johnny and Henry down the wrong track, I said I know where I'm going. Just follow me. And I see Henry in the background recording his video, and Johnny recording his video, and they're like so far behind me, and I'm yelling, I'm going, guys, we got to get to the fucking airport. Come on. In the end, if the stadium was here and the airport was here, I walked them from if the stadium was here and the airport was here, I walked them from here all the way down here and all the way back to the airport over here. And I told them that I was absolutely spot on with my directions, but I was way off. It was like a 3-mile walk that could have been completed in about 600 meters. That's what it is. It is what we do on tour. That's what we do. We got to have a tour, people. We got to have a tour. All of us get together, dogs as well. Bugsy Malone wants to come and meet you lot. We got to do something before the summer's done. Let's get ourselves out to a park and talk about our chairman, our CEO, our club, and what's going to happen. Let's get into it. I'm talking too much. I've been going 42 minutes on waffle. Let's get into some actual stuff, shall we? Guys, first and foremost. Helga, hang on, was that Helga getting some salt on her back soon? Laura and Pepper? Yeah. 100%. I get a little bit more Laura and vinegar on my chips, please, if that's possible. The reason why this one is so important, the reason why Xavi Simons is so important is because he is. Let me get his stats up for you. Let me just show you. What we're doing here. Xavi Simons FB refs. I wish I could show you on. I made a compilation on Y-Scout. I grabbed like 25 videos and made them into one compilation. I wish I could show them to you. It's these things, right? Let me get it up on the screen. It's these things here. That's not even it. This is it. Little things like this, okay? So obviously, you know he's one of the best passers in the game, okay? He's brilliant at everything he does with the ball at his feet. Sort of 85th to 90th percentile relative to other attacking midfielders. And if you are comparing him to midfielders, I mean, I heard Stel last night saying he's an 8. He's an 8/10. And I was like, no, he's not. He is not an 8. He isn't an 8. He has played as an 8 like 3 years ago, but he isn't an 8. He's not that sort of player. An 8, you need to be tenacious. You need to be box to box. You need to be all-encompassing. He's not that sort of player. But you put the ball at his feet, and he gets where it needs to go. Let me show you this again, right? So, but these are the little micro things that you might not be aware of. Although I did bring them up yesterday. It's things like this. Where is it? Zoom out a little bit. It's things like this. Shot creating actions from fouls drawn. Okay. So he does things that lead to fouls in areas that lead to shots. So he draws, basically, he's the number one. There is nobody in European football that gets fouled more often in a situation from where direct free kicks result. And then with our direct free kicks, you have Pedro Porro that can take them. He can take them, by the way. He's a set piece guy. You have Mohamed Kudus that can bomb them. It's little things like that are where the value is. And even if the free kicks are slightly further afield, 10 yards further to the left or to the right, and then you've got Pedro Porro that are whipping them in, and we've got people like, well, hopefully in the future, Vuskovic that are going to be absolute monsters from set pieces. His ability to draw fouls and create free kick set pieces and to take them at times, absolutely insane. Shot creating actions. But nearly 5 times a game, he does something that leads to a shot in the same phase of play. So you take that away. Imagine you had it and you lose it. Then you basically lose 5 shots a game off of your, which is, if you convert at 30%, that's a goal and a half, isn't it? Every game. Look at that. Through balls, 97%. Through balls are the way that you unlock tight defenses. I didn't mention it. I said it earlier. Do you know who it is that's going to benefit from this guy's involvement more than anyone else? You know who's going to benefit again? You know who's going to benefit again? Brennan Johnson. My Shetland pony. Where's my video? My Shetland pony. Where is he? 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 There he is. No, that's not it. Have I lost it? No, I haven't. This guy is going to benefit massively. Tap in Johnson. He's going to benefit massively from because he knows how to run. He knows how to read the game as well. He's smart. Doesn't do anything else in the game. But when he's playing, Brennan Johnson for sure is going to be a huge benefit. What's the chat saying? Has Simmons actually been signed? I'm not seeing anything official. Well, Romano and Ornstein have all said he's 100% signed and sealed. And Matt Law came out and said he didn't want to go to Chelsea. We didn't want him at Chelsea anyway. Salty Law. Salty Law. This guy is so obviously a generational superstar. It's massive, mate. It's absolutely massive. I'll tell you what isn't massive, though, is the like ratio. I don't ask much. I don't ask for much. I don't know much, but I know I love you. Please, guys, smash the granny out of the like button for me. What are we on the like? What are we doing on the likes, by the way? What are we doing? So look, see. I'll do this. Spurs Talk Show. I just need to know what we're doing on the likes game because I don't think we're doing enough. There's 576 likes. We're on a 33%. Come on now. We've just signed Xavi Simmons. That should immediately be at 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes is minimum expectation. Minimum expectation. Come on, guys. Help a brother out here. I haven't even had a drink yet. I'm going to get some alcohol in. My cup of tea's gone cold and I'm drinking flat fruity peach. This is what I'm doing for you. Flat fruity peach because it was out last night. Okay, help a brother out with some likes. Come on now, we got to 700. I'm gonna keep waiting as we get to 750, and then I'll carry on. Hopefully, we get to 1,000 by the end of it. Appreciate you. New member of the show, Coco Border. What a name that is, Coco Border. By the way, if Tottenham ever were linked with a player called Coco, I don't care where he's from, what he's done, who he is, we sign him. Because what a name. I'm putting Coco all over my shirt. And I'm putting something else all over something else. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Big up G, mate. He's become a new member. By the way, tonight, guys, at, I think it's going to be 7 p.m.-ish. 6 p.m. Either 6 p.m., 8 p.m., 7 p.m., somewhere around there. I'm doing a fan phoning show. All members welcome. Well, everyone's welcome, but all members are going to get a chance to phone in. And you, Coco Border, can come on and say hello. And also, you're going to be met with the wonderful co-hosting of Drew Azilla. And we love him. Big up Sean. Surely Simmons will help Richie and Dom. Yeah, we had this conversation last night. Who will benefit more? I think Brennan Johnson's going to benefit more. I think that the way that Xavi Simmons works in the box, works in the kind of in the half space. I think he's going to be someone that's feeding the ball through to late arrivals. I think that Brennan Johnson is going to benefit. In fact, I'm going to put Brennan Johnson in my FPL team today. today. That's the way we work. That's the way we operate. Wait a minute. Ali Gold just tweeted. What's happened here? What's Ali Gold said? Give me 2 seconds, peeps. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, there's a comp. There's a comps going on. You know what? I can put a Twitter comp on. Here we go. Let's get the Twitter comps on. Let's do that. Let's do that. Where's Ali Gold? Ali Gold. Let's see some of this. Let's see some of this bad boyness. What am I doing here? What's his name? SZY comps. SZY comps. Here we go, people. Let's get this on the screen whilst I'm gibbering to you. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Okay. Yeah, he came through Barca Academy, went to PSG. It was when he was like a kid a few years ago, under 19s. Then he went to Eindhoven on loan, went back to PSG. Then he went to Leipzig for 50 million euros. So Leipzig haven't made any money on him. Leipzig haven't made a bean here. What's going on? Leipzig haven't made a bean. They paid 50 million euros for him in January after getting him on loan for a few times, whatever. He was incredible at Eindhoven. He came through Barca, went to PSG, went Eindhoven on loan, then to Leipzig for 50 million euros. And 6 months later, they're selling him for essentially the same money. Is the thing done? Is done? Is it? Okay. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Let's get back to. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much, Darkstar. Apologies about the super chat miss. He was just RB owed us for taking Timo for 18 months. yeah, exactly. 100%. That's what Daniel Levy's done there, isn't it? Come on, boys. You are us, right? We got a good relationship. Right? Don't fuck around now. Come on now. You owe us one. The most exciting part about all of this is that we were going to pay £15 million more for Eze. Look, Eze's Prem proven. I'm not sitting here pissing on Eze at all. I'm not. I love Eze. But he wasn't the right guy for what we needed for our system. I said it from day one. I'm not one of these I told you so's, or I called it earlier. I don't like doing that because everyone does it and everyone forgets that everyone said everything. There's no such thing as original thought. There's a lot of people that claim. But with the Eze thing, I never thought he was the right guy. But I never really thought that Simmons was realistic. So I'm not saying that I'm sitting here saying we have to get Simmons. I never thought it was realistic. I was talking about him back in the summer, but he's the best of the rest. He's the best of all. He's not the best of the rest. He's the best of all of them available. There is not a number 10 out there in the world of football that was available this summer that is better than Xavi Simmons. And to have got him for £50 million, it's incredible business. Yes, there is a risk about the transition, for sure. There is a risk of them not knowing whether the German league step over. I hear you. You make the same argument about Sesko. You can make the same argument about Voltemade. But at 50 million, 60 million euros, whatever it is, it's not. It's a risk that you can resell him if it doesn't work out for any reason. If he turns out to be just not capable at this level, which I can't believe for a second would be true. But if it turned out that was the case, you could sell him back in. Xavi's, if the same thing happens to Sesko, then United have got a lead balloon again. And Voltemade, I worry about less than Sesko. I think Voltemade is going to be an absolute monster. But it's amazing news. So I hope I didn't miss your super chats, Dark Sun G. I hope that's the two. I hope that's the two super chats. Thank you very much, my man. Thank you very much indeed, buddy. And I apologise if I missed them. Sean, Blaine's back. Sean, £90 million out. Balls on the table to City. Give us Ake and Savio. Why not? I just don't want to spend. You know what it is, though, right? Like, I feel a little bit more calm now, but there's still work to do. There's still a lot of work to do. But now you've got one of them in. You've got a big problem field. Thomas Frank's probably like, we should all be like, this point, we shouldn't let up. We should still be relentless in the pursuit of more. We definitely need a left winger. But if I'm entirely honest, Blaine, I would rather have Lookman than Savio. Don't ask me why. Well, you can ask me why, and I'll tell you why. I think that Lookman's a better fit for the Premier League than people give him credit for. I think it costs a lot less, and I think it allows us to go again in other positions, because I still worry about the 6. I really do. I think the one injury to Polina and we're fucked. I think one injury to Polina and Tottenham Hotspur are back to square one. You know, and they're trying to sell Bissouma. They're trying to sell him. And yet, hang about. I've got messages coming through. What are these messages saying? They're trying to sell Bissouma, which I think is, I understand it because he's a bit of a donut, but like at the same time, what are we doing here? One injury to Polina and we are in trouble, massive trouble. By the way, I've got to get through these super chats because I'm not even getting back to the chat, and I might be missing things. I don't know if I'm missing things. It's 280 messages I've just missed. Let me just have a look. Levynomics. Well said, Sean. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I'm so tired. I didn't sleep very well last night. I need some alcohol, or I need a pancake. I need a smoke on a pancake. Something. I need something to get me. Like, oh, my thing's about to die as well. I'm going to charge my back. Get the charger in. Last thing you want. Last thing you want is that. Big up to you, Connor. Good to see you. Let me get the last super chats. Well, unbelievable amount of super chats, by the way. Unbelievable amount of happiness in the fan base today. There's 1,850 people here, guys. Smash that granny. Smash that Helga out of the world. Please get it done. Appreciate you, Blaine, again, my man. You're an absolute legend. Jews nuts. Big up to you, Juicy. Cider pound. Can't be drinking peach and 7-Up. Look, I do have. Where is it? Hang on a minute. I do have some vodka, but it's too early. It's even for me. It's 10:38. Well, at what point should I be having one? At what point should I be having one? I can't do it yet. I can't. I've got a big day ahead of me. I can't. Fuck it. I might do. Shall I? Yeah. Go on then. You know, I can't even see the comments. I'm having one. I'm having a little one. I'm having a little one. All right. Pause. That's what she said. All right. The day starts now. Ready for it? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for love? Yes, I am. Could barely taste it, to be honest. Well, that does hit a little bit different. Now we're talking. Now we're back in the game. It's 10:30 in the morning. That's such a bad decision. Live on air. What have I done? I don't care. With the Xavi day, it's Friday and it's Xavi Simons signing day. Where do we get to? Big up to you though, Jews Nuts. Thank you very much for the side of money. Appreciate you, mate. Dean Livesey says Melbourne pal, straight vodka tonight. So happy. There we go. Now we're talking. Well, I'm on the same boat now. Although I need something different to mix it with because peach fizzy water isn't doing it. Peach fizzy water, slightly hybrid with 7-Up light, and then a shot of vodka. It tastes about as good as sucking the sweat off of Xavi Simons' dreadlocks. Oh dear. L'Apprentice. Shawnee, you better stick your chairman into Sava Lubo on Spurs 5. Do you know what it is, mate? The Spurs 5, I need to change the times of the days because every single time that we go live, it seems to be bad news just happens before it. And then as soon as it's done, there's good news that follows it. So I need to shift the days to like Tuesday night and Friday night rather than Monday and Thursday because it's outrageous. Are we done with the window? No, we can't be done. We've got money to spend, my man. And we've got a really good deal there. A really, really, really good deal. 100%. Appreciate you, mate. And also, Simons played at left wing at 10, same amount last season. He did, yep. Yeah, I just don't see him as the left winger that we want. I think we need a left winger that is there is more more of a traditional bombing left winger. Like, think about Kudus, right? You could play Kudus in the 10 for sure, but is he a 10-10? 10-10? You know, like Tim? I don't think so. Listen, I'd love to get Paqueta, by the way. I think we should go and get Paqueta. I think we should go and get Lookman. If you go and get me Ake, Paqueta, and Lookman now in the next 4 days, best window Tottenham have ever had. Best window Tottenham have ever had, bar none. If you go and get me Lookman and someone like an Ake, that's absolutely fine. Singing to Helga again, yeah. Are you ready for love? Yes, I am. Are you ready? Actually, I'm gonna put my link out to my chat and say what's going on here. I want why is everybody too afraid to come on and tell me that they want to come on? Hang about skis. What did I do? Let's get that one. Bosch, copy, and then get on, you miserable Levy hating bastards. There you go. I've let them have it. I've been quiet as to their resilience. What's going on? Almost 1,000 likes. Are we at 1,000 likes? Are we? Ta-ta-ta. We're doing it. Adam Cahill, stop talking in the chat and get on the show, mate. Get on the show, bro. Because you can sit there and you can actually have some. You can have some, like, Sean, I told you that Richie was going to be good. You've got some medicine for me or whatever. That's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it because we're almost at 1,000 likes, people. We love to see it. Fact, Sean, it already is the best one we've ever had. He who dares a Dell. He who dares a Dell. He who dares. Brothers. He who dares. I hope it's not a Xavi come lately. Sensational stuff. Let's talk a little bit more though about some of the other things that are going. We got 1,000 likes, people. Now let's move to another target. That's what we do at Tottenham. We signed a Xavi. Xavi's 1,000 likes. Now we got to move on. Thank you very much for 1,000 likes, people. Really appreciate you. Appreciate you more than you know. I love talking to you lot. I'm gonna get myself. You know what? I didn't pour a big enough vodka. Just be honest. Now that I've started, we have to go for it, don't we? We have to go for it. 1,700 people watching a degenerate drinking at 10:30 in the morning. Listen, I need someone from my WhatsApp group to come on to hold fort for 1 second whilst I run downstairs and get myself a different drink. Get myself another set because I've got right now. That's all I'm working with now, and I need to figure it out. Will you wait with me? Will you wait there, guys? Will you give me 10 seconds of your time if I put up a little? You're gonna have to, but I really hope you guys can just wait with me for 2 seconds, and then I'll be back, okay? Because that's too strong now, and I'll be a mess. So I'm going to ask you for one favor, and that is to just hang tight for 2 seconds. Don't you go anywhere, okay? Are you still there? I'm back, baby. I'm back. How many of you? 35 of you left. 35 of you disappeared. Shamelessness. How do I get rid of this overlay? How do I get rid of it? Disappear. No, we're back, people. We're back. 70 of you left. You absolute wrong-uns. We're here for the long haul. We are here for the long haul. We got vodka, we got lemonade, and we got you, lovely lot. Thank you, everyone. for trusting in your favourite chairman. I told everyone this deal would happen. Everyone hide. 70 turncoats, agent, 100%, mate. We don't want them back. We didn't want them. There's another 30 people that have left again. Where are you going? Where are you going? We're not done yet. We're not done. Let's get some super chats again. 7:30 p.m. in Hobart, mate. Hobart. Wowzers. Jameson on ice tonight. You're a rum man. Jameson's rum, isn't it? Or is it whiskey? No, it's whiskey. Nice. Let me dilute that bad boy. Okay, now back in the game. Big up to you, Sean Gang. Appreciate you, mate. Daddy back in the game as well. A little birdie told me we're going to go for Paqueta and Firmin together with a late bid just for PR for Adam Watson. Savinho is still on the card. Mate, we are never going to sign Adam Watson. We aren't ever going to sign Adam Watson. Right, that's just a fact. Forget about Adam Watson. He's never coming to Tottenham because Crystal Palace did us the dirty and Daniel Levy doesn't forget. That elephant doesn't forget. No chance. The rest of it, Fermin, Lopez and Paqueta, just to wind the salt into the wounds of the Chelsea. Matt Law, Salty Law. Appreciate you, mate. Very much indeed. Thank you very much. And also Daniel Fields coming with an absolute banger. I'm having a beer on you now, matey. Appreciate you. Come on, you effing Spurs. Savinho and a DM will be a dream acquisition to the dying embers of this window. Also, gangbang the Helga out of the like button. That's poor girl. That poor like button. Appreciate you, Daniel, very much, mate. Appreciate you so much, man. What a legend you are. We got Adrian in the house. How you doing, Adrian? How you feeling, mate?
I'm feeling good. I've only just seen that he's had his medical. So Simmons has had his medical. So that's a done deal, isn't it? You know, nothing stopping that now. So it's not going to be a Willian situation.
No, we're done. We're good.
Which is good. It augurs well for the rest of the window as well, Sean, because we're not stopping here, are we? So we've already had our best window ever. You know,
Would you call it our best window ever already? Would you? 3 first-team massive
well,
players.
Look, if you look at it in depth, right, we've signed 3 game changers. Romero was going, but he signs a 4-year contract. We've put the final payment on Dan, so it's a good deal. Jed Spence signs a longer contract. I mean, if that's not good, the fans are going to give it a 5 out of 10. Well, I think you just need to give your head a wobble, you know, because
that's what I was going to do. That's what I was going to do, mate. Sorry, I need to put out the.
Do that.
Carry on, man. Carry on.
I mean, to me, this is now a 9 out of 10 window. It's a 9 out of 10. Three game changes, never been heard of, you know. It's a 9 out of 10. We brought 2 in before when we brought in Decky and Bentancur, but we really didn't know much about them players. I'd watched Decky. My mate asked me about Bentancur. I was like, I don't know who he is, mate. Sorry. But I'd watched Decky and I thought, well, he's got something about him. So I actually got some praise from someone like, oh, you picked him out. Yeah. Then you have to go back even further. But so we got Sonny in, really, you know. So under this regime, fantastic. It's good to get him in. He solves more than one problem because he'll give you. Simmons will give you more consistency than I wanted Eze because he's homegrown over Simmons. That was the only reason I wanted Eze over Simmons. Simmons is more energetic, he's more dynamic. It give you more consistency over a season. Whereas what you get with a maverick like Eze is you get that, you know, moment of brilliance that can win you a game or get you out of a hole. You know, a flash out of nothing. So. And Simmons' stats are good. I know it's only the German league, and as he's proven in our league, but when you get someone who's got the energy, you know they'll do okay in the Premier League, you know. So he's a fantastic acquisition. Fantastic. His mate Odebert had a word with him. See, we've got friends of friends in the team that are getting players in, you know.
It helps, doesn't it?
It does help. Yeah, of course it helps, something like that. How are you feeling about it?
Oh, over the moon, mate. Over the moon. Like I don't know what to say. Like it's a game changer. It's a bigger game changer than Kudus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's a bigger game changer as Polinia. Believe it or not, I still think Polinia is the biggest signing because I've wanted a number 6 forever, and I wanted Polinia forever, and I got Polinia, and it's a loan deal. And it winds me up how people still reference, when they want to reference the window as like poor, they'll be like, oh, we only got one permanent and one loan deal. Like the loan deal is somehow weaker than a permanent signing, but yet Polinia on loan was the most logical way to go about it. Every deal should be a loan deal if you can. If you can get a loan with an option that you get the first right refusal on, and that basically if you want to take it permanent and it's only in your hands and no one else has got any decision on it, you can't no other club can come in and gazump. No, like the club that's loaned him out can't pull the rug, anything like that. If basically you get the option to either send him back or make it permanent based on predetermined clauses, then every deal in an ideal world is a loan deal before you commit, right? Because it just makes sense, right? Because some players don't necessarily translate. So, like the way that people reference the Polinia deal, it's only a loan, so it's not quite as strong as a permanent. What are you talking about? It's better. It's better that way. And then Kudus has been remarkable, but I think Xavi Simons is more important for Tottenham Hotspur in the long run than any of them. I think Polinia is a stopgap. We will make that permanent, by the way, in my opinion, as long as he stays fit. But he's not the long term. Obviously, he's 30, right? So he's not the long term solution. But I still think we're weak in the 6. I still think we need to go and get another 6. I really do.
So if you as whoever's holding the purse strings at Spurs, whether it's Vinny, Venkatesham or Levy, like, what sort of deal are you giving Paulinho? It's got to be at least a 2-year with a 1-year option, isn't it? In his position, you can play a bit longer, I think, if you're injury free. It's not based on pace.
I think the option is for a 3-year deal.
Yeah,
that's fine.
3-year.
He's not the sort of player, Adrian. Like people think that you have to be young, right? And if you're 31 years old, if you're Sonny, and your entire game has always been built upon your pace beating a man, I hear you that Father Time takes its toll on all of us. But if you're a guy that's invisible but does his job, which is what Polinia is never going to be on the back pages of it. Like Polinia will have probably very rarely in his life ever been in a situation where he's the hero or he's the sung hero. He might be the unsung hero because of his ability to just be an invisible nuisance, but he's in the right place at the right time. But the hero will always be the guy who scores the goal. The hero will be the guy who clears the ball off the line, the goalkeeper, whatever. Polinia's job is not to be the hero. Polinia's job is to be the caretaker, the kind of the clerk who makes sure that everything's just running smoothly in the background, and he's so pivotal. But for me, if you lose him and you've got Archie Gray coming in, and we now know, I said this last week, a few days ago, I said, imagine if we got Real Madrid away, well, and you want to, and you don't have Polinia, what are you going to do? Well, as it turned out, our Champions League draw is fucking insanely great.
Isn't it good?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
On that Polinia thing,
we'll talk about that in just 2 seconds, Adrian. Just quickly move from a point. We'll talk about that in 2 seconds. But you still got to go away to PSG. You still got to possibly go away. You still got to go away to Bodo. But the environment in which we go away to Bodo is going to be incredibly different to how it was when we went there in April, right? Because it's going to be it's going to be different. It's going to be cold. But you need a Polinia for that. But if Polinia is not available, if he goes down injured, you still need a 6. And so my window will never be a 10 out of 10 unless you go and get if you go and get an Adamola Lookman, if you go and get a Lookman, if you go and get an Ake, it can still only be a 9 out of 10 for me unless you get someone else who can come in and play the 6, because one injury to Polinia and we're back to square one in our midfield. And our midfield last season was problematic on many levels.
Do you think that means we don't go in for Paqueta now? All right, John. All right, good to see you.
All right.
Yeah. On the Sean. So, I mean, there are many cases of older midfields and midfields. What about Casado at Man United? He's got to be 31, isn't he? How old's he?
Who?
How old is Casado at Man United?
Casado's at Chelsea.
Casado's at Chelsea and he's 23.
I'm
Casemiro. You're Casemiro.
Casemiro.
Sorry, Casemiro. Yeah.
He ain't got the legs anymore, is he? He needs runners around him.
Casemiro's cooked, but Casemiro's also lazy.
Mm.
He's not a hard worker. But I don't look at Polinia and think you have to run 15 kilometers in a game. And by the way, welcome to the show, John. How are you, mate? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm right. I've been dog walk again with the phone. You know, I was listening to you, watching you as I went around the field, and happy days.
How's Max, John? How's Max?
Max is he's a pest, but that's what cockapoos are. Say again?
He's a character. He looks a right character, Max does. Like.
He is. He's a cockapoo. That's what they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It's positive. There's that little bit of me, Sean, little bit of me that won't accept it. I know Ornstein's done it. Until we see him in that shirt, we've been burnt too many times.
It's 100% signed, mate. He's 100% signed. It's done. It's done.
I was giving it a 10 yesterday.
I can't go full balls deep, I'm afraid.
I was giving it a 10, and all these other shows were giving it a 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I've got Eugene S, who I love to death. He's going, "Don't do this to me, Adrian. Don't do it." I said, "We're getting him. Look, why do you think Chelsea have bailed out and they're in for Fermin Lopez and they're getting Garnacho and all that?" So, yeah, fantastic.
Do you believe that Chelsea got little broed, or do you think they walked away?
I think
Chelsea wanted him.
I think they
moved away.
Their profile, Fermin Lopez, suits them better. I mean, you've got to sit down and discuss this. They might think, "Oh, he's young." Little thing about his attitude. But look, every Dutch player's got an attitude. Every Dutch national manager struggles with his boisterous team, you know. So, nah. I just think
this is the sort of thing that gives me the semis. This guy, just Chelsea. Xavi rejected Bayern and City for Chelsea, but Tottenham think he'll accept them. 22 hours ago. I know we've got to check out the comments on that one. Sorry, guys. Oh, he's got my club. He's trying to put in a bet in there. Yeah. He's trying to. Yeah. Now we go. Now we're in there. Now we're in there. Oh, the mud! Look at that. That's brilliant. I'm going to come keeping that picture. That's absolutely fantastic. Chelsea in the mud. What are we saying here, guys? What are we saying? Are we saying is Xavi Simons a game changer for Tottenham, John?
Yeah, I think we need to give him a bit of time to settle because it is a different pace of game to the Bundesliga. But he's a top quality player. Enough people have been saying all summer. You've been saying it. Loads of other people have been saying it. It'd be great to get him. I don't think any of us believed we would ever get him. And have kudos to the club. They have, it would appear, although I'm that much away still, to have pulled it out of the bag. I do think you're right. We need more. We do need more. We've got the squad size is a bit of a concern as well. We've got 30. I think with Vuskovic going to Hamburg, we're down to 29 players, and obviously we've got likes of Dragushin and Madders, Bissouma, Kulusevski. Who you take out. If you take them out, then you're down to 23. But with the homegrown club trained malarkey still, we're a bit on the borderline if we're going to bring a couple more players in.
I'll make it 22, John. I did that. I said to previous Sean's show that we've got 14 non-homegrown. That's if we get rid of. It's 17 with Bissouma, Gil, and Solomon. Right.
Okay. Well,
so it's 14.
I'll copy and paste it into the chat. HG did something.
And then you've got eight homegrown. So that's if you get rid of those 3 players, it's 22. So bringing in Casado, that's not a problem. Bringing in Simons is not a problem.
You've got him on the mind, don't you?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that happens, right? Probably my age, you know what I mean? So yeah, so it's not a problem. It's not a problem for the Champions League because, like, you can bring the B-list players up, and you only got to put that list up 24 hours before a game, and you can have as many, and you can keep changing it as long as it's 24. So it's not a problem for numbers. It was only an issue if we were going to bring in loads of foreign players and we were over the limit. Like we left Kinsky out, didn't we? We left Dragonsnet because he was injured, and we left Werner out in January, and we brought in Tel, Spence, and who else? Someone else. Tel, Spence, and wasn't Kudus, was it? Tel, Spence, and
what are you trying to say? What are you talking about?
I was saying in January we left 3 out to bring 3 in, and like we left Kinsky out.
Kinsky.
We left Kinsky out, Dragonsnet because he was injured, and Werner because he was crap, right? And we brought in Tel, Spence, justifiably, and Danso, yeah, which This year, I don't think we're going to have that problem because at the moment we've got 14. We can only have 14 in the Champions League because we only got one academy trained player for 3 years, and that's Austin, because we let Whiteman go. So we can only have 14 on the registered list for Champions League this season. At present, we haven't got. Next year, some of our academy players might have matured.
Sorry, I'm confused. Why 14? It's 17. We can have 17 non-association home.
Yeah, because to have 17, John, you've got to have 3 academy players, 4 academy players.
No. It's not how it works. It's 17 plus 4 plus 4. And we just only have plus 1 of the club trained. So we can have 17 non-homegrown, then 4 homegrown, who you could have 21 homegrown if you want, and then 4 club trained. We've only got 1 club trained, so we're going to be 3 people short.
Okay, we'll discuss. My understanding is if you haven't got the 4 academy homegrown for 3 years, then you'd have to take 4 off the 17 foreign quota, which would take you down to 13. But we've got 1 in Austin. No, that is I'm sure that's the rule. I'll stand correct. I'll be the first man to apologise if I'm wrong.
Wait, the chat is the chat is 7. You have 17 foreigners, 4 homegrown, 4 home trained plus 4 club trained.
Yeah. The 4 club trained have to be with the academy for free.
Yeah, but we only have 2 of those. We have Austin and we have.
We've got 1.
No, we only have Austin.
Austin, that's it.
Yeah.
So where it goes club trained, as you're missing 3, you've got to take 3 off your foreign quota.
No, you don't.
That's wrong, Adrian.
No, that's not right.
That's wrong, mate.
No, you just can't. You just can't fill a full squad. That's all it is.
Yeah, you have to use your list B players, don't you? Effectively, to just.
We haven't got any list B players, though, have we? We've loaned
them all out.
We've loaned them all out.
No,
let me ask you about that, guys. Right, the fact that we've loaned out Moskowitz, the fact that we know that Dragusin isn't available until probably November, the fact that Takai's might be back in some sort of training, but he's missed an entire pre-season. Is there confidence, do you think, behind the scenes that Tottenham are still going to bring in, whether it's an Ake, whether it's someone like the Brentford guy? Do we think that there's going to be something of that, like a bomber in the centre back space, or do you think we're good?
I've after this summer, I've got no confidence at all in Tottenham because you don't know what they're going to do. They're so bipolar at the moment. But the logic would say we're bringing a centre back in or a left back or someone in because we need a full back, don't we? But yeah, somebody's made a good point. Scarlett is obviously club trained, but I think he's being loaned out as well. That's the rumor, isn't it? But so Scarlett
is he still hanging? Is Scarlett not currently on loan?
I don't think he's gone out, is he?
No, he's not.
There's been talk about it, but I don't think he's actually gone.
No.
Yeah, wow.
They might even actually keep him if he likes him.
I would have kept Lancashire all day long.
He's only 20 or 21. I watched him play as a 17-year-old. I mean, I know Lancashire banged in 23 league goals and got over 30 goals in that season when they won everything, the under 21s. But I watched Scarlett play as a 17-year-old. And when you see a player on the pitch, he just stands out amongst all the other players. Was at academy level, though. You know what I mean? He knows how to find the net. I mean, he scored against Elfsborg, didn't he? And he also scored the last goal in Kane when Kane scored 4 against Shakhtar Donetsk. That turn and swivel in the box and goal, that was a good goal. He's got, I mean, he probably won't make it at Spurs, but all them academy players loaned out, I'm confident they're going to have good football careers. They're going to end up multi-millionaires, well, and they probably won't be with us. So, yeah.
He's only 21, so I'm not even sure he needs to go on the list A yet. He'd still be a list B player. So he wouldn't even be a club trained quota effectively because he turned 21 in March. So I'm not sure if he kicks in now because isn't it as of next January or something if he's still 21?
Yeah. Brian Berghvall can't go on the B list
till next year.
Till next year, which sounds a bit daft. These rules are mad. They should be simpler. They should be simpler, shouldn't they? I mean,
can we talk a little bit about the B list? About the purpose of the B list, right? The Champions League draw. Can we talk about what happened yesterday?
Show, Sean.
Listen, it's our show now. It's our show. So I want to ask you guys. We'll park the transfer strategy right for a split second. How good was yesterday's draw?
Brilliant, absolutely fantastic. You couldn't have won it for better. I actually did 2 draws. Worst possible scenario. You want to see that one? That's like hell. And the easiest draw. And this comes up to about. I don't think we could have got any better than this, to be honest. I'm expecting.
Yeah.
I mean,
Where it
when you consider we only got to finish in the top 24 to make the playoffs, I'm expecting us to finish in the top 8 now. I am. I'm really expecting us to finish the top 8. You got
I expect us to finish in the top 3 of the top 8, and then get a lovely a home leg second tie in the last 16.
When you look at the teams that are in Group 1, Pot 1, I think that might be pushing a bit. I was thinking about six possibly. But you don't know what form we're going to bring going in.
Who's beating us in the Champions League? Paris Saint-Germain away from home.
That's going to be a draw, and we're winning the other 7.
Well, then, if that's what we do, then we are finishing top of the league. And by the way, we're also making 100 million euros before we even get out of the league stage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what happened to Liverpool last year.
We're not finishing
Liverpool made 101 million euros from the Champions League before the league stage even finished.
Yeah.
Correct.
We'll probably finish top. You know what I mean?
Why not? Johnny, how are you, mate?
I'm very good. Just to all the people, right, that have been on me since I posted this morning, right? Yeah, because like, just for your information, as Sean will confirm, I never posted about Eze, right? Because I never knew that Eze was done, even though I know what I know. I knew it wasn't done. I knew this was done. And so yes, I went early, but honestly and truthfully, I'm not going to look. Eze is a fantastic player, but Simmons is more in keeping with the type of player that Thomas Frank wants. He's more in keeping to the Morgan Gibbs White sort of setup, whereas you've got a dynamic player. I mean, I said to Sean, like, he's a 10, but he has attributes of an 8, right? But he is a 10, right? There's no doubt about it. But his ability to drive forward. Listen, if we can get that, the missing ingredients is still the left winger. And if we can get the left winger, for me, it's Lookman over Fofana because of the flexibility to play left and right. If we can get him, then in transitions, we are going to scare the living daylights out of clubs. Absolutely.
Simmons is different gravy, Johnny, isn't he? He's different gravy, was he?
A different player, Adrian, mate. He's a completely different player. If you know your onions, mate, like Eze's more languid style, right? He drifts in. He's more like a Ginola languid, whereas Simmons is anything but languid. Simmons is, Eze oozes that sort of everything's very easy, whereas Simmons is direct, straight at you.
His energy and consistency.
Yeah.
So right now, there's 800 votes. There's 800 votes in the poll. So what is the window thus far? 0 to 2 got 4%. 4% of you. What are we doing here? 2 to 5 out of 10 gets 9%. 62%, 61% is willing to give it a 5 to an 8 out of 10. And 26% are giving it an 8 to 10 out of 10. What are you saying right now thus far, guys? Where are we? Are we a sort of 8, 9, or a 10, or are we a sort of 6, 7, 8?
For me, 2, 3 top signings, right? Well, 2 signings and 1 loan, but the left winger and the left back make it a 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, we need a backup left, not backup, a competitive left centre back. And Ake, although he's 30 years of age, he can play across the back. We saw him come on for El Nouri on Saturday. He still offers something, and what he offers is experience as well. So instead of going double Dutch, we'll go for a triple decker Dutch sandwich. With that.
Sorry, Johnny. Look at that. Tottenham make an approach with Manchester City for Manuel Akanji. One of 3 names on the shortlist. AC Milan are all Ake and Akanji, mate. I mean, which one of those 2 would you rather have? They're both fucking phenomenal players. Phenomenal players, mate. I'd take that all day long and twice on and Helga Sunday. What are we doing here? Akanji. Gee whiz.
Can I ask you a question? Do you remember I don't know, but has someone come and given our recruitment staff a kiss, like in The Sleeping Princess? Because we've been asleep for months. And someone's given him our director of football, whoever's doing the deals right now, a kiss, and they've woken up. Now they want to do every deal in the last 3 days.
But that's why I always said, Johnny. That's why I always said you have to. You agree with me? You can't judge the window until it's closed. Everyone goes the early fucking crow on this bollocks. You have the vast majority of deals in any window take place in the last few percentage points of the time left. That's the way it works, because everyone wants to work with leverage. Everybody wants to work in some form of sort of, I don't know, 11th hour bombers. This guy, for what it's worth, he's not a Dutchman. He's not smoking a pancake. We'll be neutral on Akanji because he's Swiss. He's a Swiss Nigerian, but this guy can play across the back line. He's left-sided, he's right-footed, but he can play left back, left-sided centre back, right-sided centre back. If you're looking for an everything guy, and I think that Ake versus Akanji, in terms of quality, I don't mind. They are both absolutely rat-a-tat-tars. If Tottenham are really going to get this one done, oh my goodness gracious me.
They're both 30. Bomber, isn't it? They're both 30 years of age, so they've probably got, 2 or 3 years, another 2, 3, maybe 4 years, pace-wise, I would say another 2, 3 years. I think Spurs will go for the one who offers them maybe the less, obviously that costs the least, but also maybe the one who's less injury prone. For me, it has to be the player that plays on the left side. It can't be anything else but, because... Well,
Akanji can play anywhere. He's literally he is the Mr. Verse. He's the Swiss Army knife, and he is Swiss, but he's the Swiss Army knife of a defender.
Yeah, centre-back, right-back, left-back. Yeah, he's played...
You need him to play on the right, he'll do it, and he'll do a very good job. And by the way, he's right-footed, so if you want to play a right-footer at left-back, he'll do the same thing as Jed Spence. If you want to play him at left-back and you've got a left winger that wants to take the player on down the outside, he's smart enough to know he'll just step inside and show the person on the outside, because that's where his stronger side is, and cut them out. Right? He's a brilliant, brilliant player. He might not be, necessarily everything that City need or want right now, because City are going through their own transformation to move everything towards the youth-centric approach. But if there's any chance, I don't want to waste time with City, though. I've just got this feeling that City are wasting our time, because I think that there's a deep-seated resentment towards Tottenham from their board and from their manager. But Akanji, Ake, I don't care. Get either of them. They're both brilliant players. What are we saying, guys?
What's wrong with Cambiasso at Juve? Do you remember him? Young left back?
Yeah, he's a left back, isn't he? He's just a left back.
Yeah. And I mean, this is probably a bit left field, because I like this particular player. What would be wrong with Jed Spence having a permanent left back spot and bringing in Maddison from Monaco as a right back? I like that player. I probably won't happen though. It's probably a bit.
Who are you saying?
Maddison at Monaco.
Oh, the right back. The right back.
Yeah, and Jed Spence on the left. That would work. It would work. I don't think it'll happen. I like Maddison though. He's a tank. So
I think the advantage of these two players, Adrian, is, obviously Akanji's more flexible, but they're both flexible. Yeah. They can play the left back.
Yeah.
Or obviously Akanji can play right
back on
the
ball as well.
And if we're going to play
on the ball,
I like Ake on the ball, and I think he'd give that natural left-sided cover for Van der Ven. I like Ben Davies, solid servant, but hasn't got the pace. Ben Davies is your old school cricket second 11 captain, isn't he? We want to play him in the Carabao Cup, but that's about it really. But I do like him, Ake. But Akanji would be a good signing, and he would cover those defensive positions.
I wanted Ake before I went to City, and I got loads of pelts for it. Right, so which is fair enough. You get used to it, don't you? The pelters, but I thought, I still think we could find someone in Italy. Cambiasso, I think, would be an option at left back. Can't think of too many others at present. I mean, we had
Ake's older. I mean, not by a lot. But look, he's a filler. He's a stocking filler. You know, he's the little fun toy you throw in your Christmas stocking that you weren't, you know, really absolutely dead set on happening. Because let's be honest, in 18 months' time, Vuskovic will be in the squad, right? There will be players that will be coming through. So that's why I call it a stocking filler. Until such time, you know, he will play till he's 32 years of age, either of them. And by the time they're 32, Vuskovic will be ready to step in with a role to challenge. And a year out in Hamburg at Sean's club will do him the world of good. But I still feel that we need a left-sided player. You know, I'm not going to settle on Brennan Johnson. We all know Brennan Johnson scores goals, right? Okay. But when you looked at Manchester City, you looked at that game, the weak side was the left side. And let's be honest, you know, if you want to shut down Spurs, shut down Kudus. So, you know, if you've got someone like Ademar Lukman on that right-hand side, a left-hand side, then who are you going to mark? You've got Richie shithousing in the middle. You've got Kudus on the right. You've got Lukman on the left, and you've got Xavi Simons. That is such a dynamic, frightening counter-attacking team in transition. Honestly, it's going to do serious damage. But we need the left. Otherwise, for me, the window has been about getting a proper left-sided attacker. We all know it. I mean, you can't tell me we've been going for Savinho the whole day and just sell us this story that we're going to play Xavi Simons out on the left, which will maybe happen if we don't get one, and then push Pape Matar Sarr as the spear. That might still happen. I've got to be honest with you. You might actually find there are times when we got to shut up shop, like we did maybe against Man City, Sean, that you see Pape Matar Sarr in the spear role, and instead of Brennan Johnson out on that left with what's his name? Jed Smith.
I'll tell you what, Johnny, I think Brennan Johnson, by the way, if we don't sign a left winger, I think Brennan Johnson's going to massively benefit from Xavi Simons. He's the guy that's going to be the unmarked geezer, and that Xavi Simons is going to find him in the right space with the perfect touch, the perfect pass, the perfect through ball, and it's going to be it's going to be Brennan Johnson that's going to tuck him away. So I'm going to be putting Brennan Johnson in my fantasy team today.
He will pass him the ball. I was a bit reluctant to give it to Johnson. But on that forward line Johnny was going on about, it reminds me when Aaron Lennon said, Spurs, he said, when I was there, it's a bit frustrating. He said it was always two men on me all the time. He said, but when Gareth Bale came, that was a game changer. He went, that was a game. The same thing will happen with Johnny's lineup. If we get Lukman, fair enough. I'm not bothered.
If we get Lukman, Lukman is scoring 25 GA this season, in my opinion, or 20 GA this season off the left, because he's a better finisher than anybody else in our team.
You won't be able to cope. Honestly, I'm just telling you now, right? And I'm not hyping it up. That will be an attack that everyone fears.
Yeah. And you look at, Frank's going to love this signing. Look how hard Damsgaard had to work in at Brentford side, right? Frank's going to, because he gives you so much energy, Simons, doesn't he? And he'll be more consistent over a season. Although, like you got the brilliance of an Eze, but he's gone there, so fuck him, basically. You know what I mean?
But you look at someone like that. For example, Bentancur had so much work to do under this Ange system, playing in the role he had. Now that Paulinho's come in there, you can see that Bentancur is free now to return to that box-to-box type of style that we had when he was absolutely smashing it for us. His fitness is back and the desire is there. I expect him to be the next person to sign a new contract, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
John, what are you saying, mate?
Sorry, what are we on now?
We're just eulogising about everything, John.
Okay, how about this? Do we let's sort of park back a little bit here. Are you guys on the same page that I am that Palhinha is not enough in the six? That you need someone else, that he can't do it every week in the big games, and that, you know, Archie Gray needs his minutes for sure, but one injury to Palhinha, and it doesn't matter whether you've got Xavi Simons and Kudus and someone, you know, whoever else on the left hand side. One injury to Palhinha, and all of a sudden you can't get hold of the ball, you can't win the ball back, and you can't then distribute it. So for me, I don't know. Tottenham are not looking, for all intents and purposes, we're looking at a left winger and a centre back, and then I'd imagine that our business is done. But for me, I still think that the six is Palhinha's great, but there needs to be a better someone else that can come in that's a little bit more advanced, a little bit more developed in their own processes than Archie Gray is. I'm terrified of the prospect of putting Bentancur in the six in a world where Palhinha gets injured in big games. And look, and maybe the Champions League draw has sort of shifted our focus even more away from that, because we can probably get away with it. But if you want to go deep in the Champions League, and I'm not in any way, shape or form suggesting that we can go on and do bits in the Champions League, but we should be able to qualify out of the league. But as soon as you get to the knockout stages, you're going to be facing the Cities, the Newcastle, or whoever, and you're going to need someone else if Palhinha is not fit. And I'm just a little bit worried about whether or not we've got enough depth in that defensive midfield monster role.
What would it take? Go on, John.
Adrian.
No, go on, because you've said something for a while.
The problem is, again, it's the squad size. I think the 25-man squad thing is now a bit obsolete in the current day and age where they play so many games. I think the UEFA need to look at this. I know they're now giving 72 hours between games, but that's the first problem we've got. If we sign another decent six, where they're going to fit in the Premier League, obviously. I mean, Archie Gray counts as homegrown, even though he's not on the list B, but not club trained currently. But in the Premier League, he's homegrown. But we're going to struggle to fit players in. So Bissouma's going to have to go. Effectively, he's going out for Simmons to come in. We're a bit borderline, aren't we? So somewhere they've going to have to shift. I mean, do we see anyone else leaving besides Hill and players like that? Because he's obsolete effectively. We are a bit. And that
Solomon's probably, I mean,
yeah,
we got money. Look, the thing is here, right?
We've got money, Johnny, right? 50 million quid on Simmons. By the way, that is pound for pound the best deal of the summer, Johnny, right?
I think on Nacho at 40 million is also a fantastic deal, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
I think they're both fantastic deals. When you look at 95 million euros for Walter Marda, and you look at Sesko's prices and all the rest of it, you know, Xavi Simons. When you look at Xavi Simons at Bayern, at RB Leipzig, and the amount of goals he set up for Sesko and Dependa, right? You'll see. You know, look, I never thought. I said to Sean, if you look back on Football Inc., I said repeatedly that I believe that these players, what are they doing? Camped out. Him and Garnacho, what are they doing? Camped out on the side of the outside Chelsea, waiting for a signing. They're not going to do both of them. But I thought the likelihood is that it would be Garnacho who would be the one left at the gate. And the first one they would try to do would be Xavi Simons. I never thought it would be this way round, but I thought one of them would be left at the gate. You look, check back and see it.
Yeah.
I just didn't think it would be this one.
What if you wanted someone to come in for Palhinha? Sean won't like this because I'm going back to Man City. What about Calvin Phillips?
No chance. No chance. I'll tell you who I'd sign.
Maddison?
No. There's one player. I'd sign him on loan with an option. Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, I'd sign Conor Gallagher. I think Conor Gallagher's an absolute baller.
He played for Chelsea in the sixth role as the captain of Chelsea under Pochettino. And if you've got him in the team, and one of your other players goes out, he can revert to the forward role that he played on Palace, where he was scoring goals and assisting. But he's more than capable. Listen, Thomas Frank likes energetic players who work their bollocks off, and he fits all the criteria. That's why Xavi Simons is a better fit for Thomas Frank than Eze because of his high energy. He's perfect. He's absolutely perfect. I think Thomas Frank is secretly locked in the toilet right now, banging one out.
All right, here's another one you won't like, but what about Hayden Hackney?
I can't see him leaving. Can't see him leaving Middlesbrough unless they want massive money.
Well, 20 Ipswich had a deal. That 20 mil was the Ipswich deal, wasn't it? That was,
but he's 20. Was he 22 and he's still in the Championship, and no one else has come in for him.
Just quickly, guys, just super quick. I don't know who this guy James Davies is. He's an ex-Mirror. He's popped up in the last couple of weeks, pretending to be all about Tottenham. And I don't know. He seems to be early on things that seem to go right, but he could just be another one of these absolute monster ITKs that are absolute morons. He's hearing that Xavi Simons has been registered before the 12 p.m. deadline, making him eligible for selection versus Bournemouth tomorrow.
He was signed late. Well, that's what I'm saying. The deal was done, right?
Johnny, was he signed late last night, Johnny, or was it? I know that Romano brought out the 3 a.m. tweet, the 4 a.m. tweet, and fair play to We Are Tottenham TV, by the way. I was looking at that. They put out the first video about Simons at 4 a.m. this morning. So, I'm someone that's more than happy to jump out of bed at 7 a.m. when I see it. What's going on? Let's go. These motherfuckers over at We Are Tottenham TV, they don't sleep. They put out their first 4 a.m. 4 a.m.
They're on call. They're on. Look, you might not like Conor Gallagher, but I'm telling you, he's very much a Thomas Frank type player. You can tell me he's not all you like, right? But I know he is. And the fact of the matter is he's high energy, works his arse off, closes down. And if you're looking for someone to press, right, he's right up there when it comes to pressing. And, if you've seen the first 2-3 games of Thomas Frank's reign, you will see the press is an important part of everything, as are the relationships, as are the triangles. We noticed against Manchester City those triangles when there was some passing movement towards the end of the game where they were working those triangles and loving every second of it, as were the fans with the Olays. But do
you think Gallagher would come to Tottenham?
I think he might get over his Chelsea bullshit.
Is that because he's like one deviation away from Chelsea now?
Yeah.
It's a bit different going from Chelsea to Tottenham, but going from Chelsea to Madrid, or Atletico, and then coming back, it's different, right?
I think so. I'm just saying I would take him. I think he's ideal. He has all the attributes that are needed. And, when you're playing, PSG on the Wednesday and Saturday morning at 12 o'clock, you got Liverpool or Arsenal or wherever, then you need to rotate, right? And therefore, you bring someone like him in with high energy and give, say, someone who played against PSG the last 20 minutes, whatever's left in the tank. It's that's going to be the difficult part, I think, Sean, for Thomas Frank, is going from what he's done all the time with his type of gameplay, his high energy, to working out how to get them to play along, the line there.
Just quickly, Johnny, before I hand back, let me put you at the top of the screen there, mate. So I'll be the one that's covered up by the quotes. Romano, Kirio to Porto. Here we go. Does that basically mean that Hincapie, your boy, is going to Arsenal?
Yeah.
You might become a little bit of a silent Arsenal fan there, Johnny, mate. You've got your Eze lads gone to Arsenal. Now Hincapie's gone to Arsenal. Are you torn by? You might be moving the red side of North London. What are we doing here?
You know what? It makes me laugh because I've got quite a few Arsenal mates, and they said, "Mate, it's time. It's time. We'll pick you up in a taxi. It's time to come over the red side of London." Two of your favourite guys that you've been banging on about for 3 years have both gone to Arsenal in the same week. How are you feeling? Xavi Simons eases the pain, Sean.
How does that?
Yeah, go on. Sorry, Johnny.
How does that affect the Gahey going to Liverpool? Because obviously you said to us a few days ago that Keel might go to Palace.
Yeah, but he said he wouldn't.
Haven't
Yeah, the thing is, they inquired about that, but he came out with a statement, Kiwior, that he doesn't want to be in the Premier League, which is the strangest comment. I mean, if you have ambition, surely you want to stay in the Premier League. Why would you go to Porto, who have been struggling?
Especially as a Polish guy. It's not like you're South American and you want to go and speak the language or you enjoy the weather. You're Polish. You're used to like speaking English. You're used to brutalizing the weather. You're used to doing that stuff, and you want to drop down to a lower level. It's a bit of a weird one. Hey guys, let me get some super chats done, and then we'll come back to the conversation just quickly. Peter Rogers, big up to you. He says, on the Farmer's Cider in Sydney, Shawnee. Good to see you, mate. Enjoy the cider, my man. Enjoy it. What's a Farmer's Cider? I haven't had that one. Is that a brand or is that just a style of cider? I love it, though. Gangbang, she'll be Holger, not Helga.
Holger,
not Helga in no time at all. Tom Martin, it's too early. It's too early, mate. It's too early. Appreciate you, buddy. What a legend you are. Transfer record and high earner. Activate smug mode. We haven't got the transfer record, Rain. We haven't got the transfer record, mate. We might still do though. You never know. We might still do it. But listen, my entire point when I was saying that, it was an either or. I was basically saying that Matt Law is full of shit and that Tottenham Hotspur do have money to spend, and that's been proven. That's been proven that Matt Law is a salty nonsense talker. Sorry, Johnny.
We called him out, didn't we? We called him out on Football Inc. We called him out on here. Matt Law. Yeah.
Full of shit. Full of shit all year. All year he's been full of shit. He talks shit about Tottenham, about my club. He talks about my club like we're destitute, and we're not. We're a wealthy club with money to spend. And sometimes when you go for the pecking order, sometimes you get little broed. But you know what? Chelsea got little broed today. And as much as Matt Law won't let you have it, it wasn't a hijack. It wasn't a gazumping. It wasn't a... shut up, Law. Shut up, mate. By the way, you're welcome on the channel anytime you want to fight me on this one. You know, I'm happy to have you on the channel, but you're full of shit, my man. You are full of shit.
He's the sort of guy who, when he was at school, would have said, my dad's got a bigger car than your dad.
Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%. Don't listen to Matt Law. He doesn't know.
My dad's got 5 wheels. My dad's car's got 5 wheels.
100%.
I've noticed that Goldbridge has pulled his horns in now that Man United are doing shit, right? I mean, like, he was another one. Oh, Spurs and all that. Spurs. Yeah. Thanks for the trophy. Yeah.
Thanks for the trophy, Matty boy.
So there's a lot of questions in the chat about the work. Obviously, we know Simmons is registered supposedly, but about his work permit and then international clearance. Can he be registered and able to play subject to those going through in the next 24 hours? Is that how it works?
Is there a work? Do you need a work permit? I suppose you would do with Brexit, right? I don't know. I guess so.
Yeah, you would do. Yeah, but I know that, Johnny. Am I right in thinking that the clubs have got a certain number of times a year they can sort of force a work permit through quickly? They can. Is that right?
I'm not actually sure about that, but I can comment. About something.
There's definitely the rule with regards to Brexit that football clubs can now activate 8 times a year. That they can activate work permits for players from South America, for example. That law has changed. But in terms of like the European EEC thing, he could come in on a work permit if he needs to for 3 months. I could go to Spain tomorrow and work for 3 months if I wanted to, work and live. But I don't think that there's a. I'm not sure about the rest of it, to be honest. We'll find out.
That's the song for you. That would be the song for you, Sean, when you bring him on. I fought the law and I won.
I fought the law. Yeah, exactly. Fuck the police.
Fabio
Dean Lively is saying that he has signed on the line. Adrian, get on the piss. Adrian, you disappeared to make something. Did you make a cup of tea or did you make something more fruity? Coffee. Fair play to you.
Yeah, on that. I mean, it's not critical, is it? You're going to have the usual. We're all going to be there tomorrow. You're going to have the parade, the player tomorrow. He'll be on a sub bench. He might get 20 minutes at the end if things are going well, because I don't think Frank's going to change much. You've got the international break. He can go as strong as he can with what he's got now, and he can't. I mean, I think we're all virtually. I think the same team will virtually pick itself, and then like it probably look to give in. I mean, we've got a good record against Bournemouth for the last 16 games. I think we only lost 3. We've drawn 3 and run the rest. 110. I think you might see someone like the Berghvall.
He's going to come on in the last 10 minutes, mate. Last 20 minutes, and he's going to score
I think
We're already
winning well. I think
night, everyone, Johnny, what did you say last night for your score prediction? 3-1, you said, didn't you? Yeah, I said 3-0, and he's going to be the third. He's going to get the third for us. He's going to be an when he does, the roof is going to lift off that stadium tomorrow. It's going to be a momentous occasion, and we're here for it. We're here for it. And we get the rest of the super chats, guys, and we'll come back to the conversation. Evon. What a name!
Yvonne.
Haven't you seen? I haven't seen you before, mate or miss, but looks like Spurs got a good player, 100%. I don't know if your name is different normally because of this the problem with the whatever's going on with the app things. But I appreciate you very much, my man. Thank you for your loyalty, or miss. Thank you for your loyalty. Channel Spurs is saying if he fits the pace of the Premier League, we may have found our next talisman. I think
he'll be fine.
I've got absolutely no concerns about him, none whatsoever. I think he's going to be. This is Modric level stuff here. He's 22 years old. I don't know if he'll be here in 3 years' time. I think he'll go on to Real Madrid or something like that, and that's fine, by the way. Just to earn it and own it when you're here. But what a player! Thank you very much, Channel Spurs. Delighted. Who's next? Says Spurs OC. I think we're all in agreement, aren't we, that we're looking for a left winger first, and then maybe a centre back, left winger, left back sort of thing. Yeah. All right. Big up to you, Spurs OC. Good to see you, mate. Rain Coys says, question mainly for Johnny: Eze or Simmons?
Like I said, 2 different players, 2 top players. I think. I actually think Eze suits Arsenal better than he would have been an asset to this club. I'm not going to have anything other than that. But I think Simmons is more dynamic. He's 5 years younger, and he hasn't even got to his peak yet. Eze's at his peak now, but when you look at what season he had at RB Leipzig last year, I've got to say that for us, right here, right now, that Simmons is the better signing for Spurs. Yeah,
I agree. Simmons was always.
We've got to be able to do a sort like a no Xavi Simmons song, Chelsea, and sort of song going there, like. So
no.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll definitely figure it out. Big up to you, Rain. Massive support of the channel, as is Lee Harvey Yido. Big up to you, Lee. Member for 19 months, my man. Absolute legend. Thank you very much indeed for your support, buddy. He says, now go and get Lookman and Ake for Tottenham. Come on, you Spurs. Yeah, Lookman, everyone's pivoting towards Lookman. We know that although people are saying that apparently Savio's not happy. Have you guys heard anything about this? That Savio's not happy? Have you seen? I've not seen anything on Twitter about this. That Savio is pissed off that he's been cop blocked. Has he been cop blocked, Johnny? Just quickly, I've got to drop the video. I know it's a Football Link thing.
Just when you thought your squad was getting proper, that player won't leave. They call that cop blocker.
Is there a cop block going on at City?
Yeah, of course there is. There's, look, I want to leave. You're not leaving. We got the Marinakis. It's the Marinakis. They got the Saudis on him. You're not leaving, kid. But I want to go. You're not leaving. You're not leaving. You're injured. Remember, you're injured until September the 1st.
That's right. Yeah. I bet that disappears very quickly.
January revisited, Sean?
What's that?
January revisited when he's not playing.
Yeah.
Look, I'll be entirely honest, Johnny. I've been consistent about this for a long time. As much as I love Savinho, I think Ademola Lookman is the better fit for Tottenham. I said it about Eze. I know everyone wanted Eze. I would have taken him in a heartbeat, but he wasn't the perfect fit for what we were looking for. I think Simmons is, and I'm so happy. No disrespect to Eze. He's an absolute baller, absolute top player, one of the best game players in the Premier League. But there's horses for courses. And for me, Simmons is a better horse for our cause. And I'll make the same argument for Lookman. I think Lookman is a better fit for Tottenham than Savinho. I've said it for a while.
So Sean and I are both in agreement. We're big Lookman fans. I was a Lookman fan when he wasn't hitting it off when he was in the Premier League. There was something about him. But the guy's a big game player. You know, he's had 3 good seasons at Atalanta. And, you know, if you question he's not ready for the Champions League or whatever, to go and score a hat-trick in the final against Bayer Leverkusen, who were unbeaten at that time throughout the whole season, says much about him. And his flexibility, left, right, or players...
He's homegrown as well. We were talking earlier about the homegrown issue, the Champions League thing. He's homegrown. He's versatile. He's an outlet. He's output. He's a monster. He's a take-on specialist. He can go on the left. He can go on the inside. He's a terrorizing player, and he can get on the end of balls better than Brennan Johnson can.
Plus, even better than that, he's only 40 million euros.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. For me, I've said it from day one. Like literally, the second that we were looking at. Oh, sorry, I just lost the Oscar super sticker. Sorry, mate. Oscar, thank you very much for the super sticker, buddy. Choo to you, just super quickly, and also JB Macaulay. Sean and Johnny, required viewing by this Spurs household down under. I appreciate you, mate. That's awesome. Proper. The best evening news. What's next? Akanji, Lookman. Look, I'd take Akanji. I'd take Ake. I would take Lookman 100%. Any of those, 2 of those 3 sensational add-ons. Welcome to the show, Connor. Just super quick, though. I just want to make it clear. I'm not dismissing Eze. I think he's a brilliant player. I think he'll do incredibly well at Arsenal. And I think that, you know, I love the guy and respect him and all that stuff. You pick your boyhood club. It doesn't happen to be us. It's fine. It is what it is. That's fine. But I am 100% clear. I have always said to you guys, and I think you can check the tape, I would have taken Savinho, but Lookman has been my number 1 choice. Lookman or Anthony Gordon, and to a lesser degree, Garnacho. I've said it since May that when I was the second that the season's data was updated into Y-Scout, and I went through it with a fine-tooth comb, those 3 names for me: Garnacho, Lookman, or Gordon. You weren't going to get Gordon. Garnacho gone to Chelsea. Let's get Lookman. Connor, how are you, mate?
I'm very well. In a good Friday mood. It's your chairman has done well, Sean.
He's your chairman too, isn't he, mate? He's your chairman too.
Credit where credit is due. You know, I'm always fair and balanced on this stuff.
Will you be taking a Simmons? Will you be taking a Simmons picture down to the demo?
I'm not actually there. I'm not at the game, which is annoying.
You're not at the game.
I've got the kids tomorrow, but so I had to sell my season ticket. But yeah, for the game. But yeah, no, look, it's a fantastic signing. It is a look. I think they've learned from the Eze saga. They've wrapped this one up super quick.
Yeah.
You know, I think Spurs fans, don't let journalists diminish what a great signing and the fact that we've hijacked this deal. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, right, everyone would be bantering us about how Chelsea have come in and hijacked this deal from us. So don't buy into all that shit that's being put out right now about how Chelsea had other focuses and targets and stuff. They definitely wanted this player. They've been speaking to him for the whole of the summer, right? And let's just, for once, give ourselves some credit for getting a huge deal over the line at a superb price. And perhaps we sold him a better dream. Perhaps we sold him the dream of, you know, you're going to be the star man. You're going to play every week. Your wages, to be honest, Chelsea, when it comes to wages now, they don't pay huge wages individually anymore, right? So we can absolutely compete on wages with them. So do not, I don't think we should diminish ourselves. I think we've gone toe to toe with them, and we've got an absolutely fantastic signing over the line. So credit where it's due, but I still stick that we've still got a big amount of work to do in the next couple of days to really make sure that we give this fantastic manager the tools to compete.
We offered him more money than Chelsea.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
Yes, because Chelsea don't pay big wages. They amortise it over low wages but a longer contract. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, look, I think, and you know, you've touched on it. I think he's an outstanding talent as well, right? He is outstanding, and I think we'll see how he adjusts to the Premier League. I think he'll be able to, because I think he's, you know, I know he's quite slim, but he's physical. He's physical when you watch him, and I think he'll be able to adjust. And that I think it's an excellent signing, and we can all breathe a sigh of relief that we've got that number 10 in, and it's another established first team signing. So credit where credit is due.
Yeah, I mean, let's just have a little chinwag for a second about the Champions League, though, right? So we got tomorrow, I believe, tomorrow that the dates come out. But let's just go through the as I understand it, I could be wrong. We've got Dortmund at home. We got PSG away from pot 1. From pot 2, we got from pot 2 we got
Frankfurt away.
Who? Sorry,
Frankfurt away.
Frankfurt away,
Villarreal
and we
home.
got
Villarreal at
was
home.
pot 3. We got pot 2 had Helga, Bodo, right? Bodo was pot 2.
No, they were pot 3.
Yeah, they'd be
Bodo
pot
was
3,
pot
sure.
3, was it?
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we got
so pot
Bodo away,
2 was
it's not
Villarreal
Russian.
home and
Frankfurt.
away.
So our away games are PSG, Frankfurt, Monaco, and Bodo. And our home games are Dortmund,
Villarreal,
go on, John.
Slavia,
Slavia Prague.
and Copenhagen.
It feels like a Europa League.
I mean, other than PSG away, right? I mean, all of those other 7 games are very, very winnable, aren't they?
And we could make 100. Like Liverpool went 7 wins and 1 draw, right? And they made 100 million euros according to Swiss Ramble. 100 million euros from the league stage. Before the end of January, they'd already made 100 million euros, and look what they did with it this summer. That and their other merit points and all that stuff.
They hadn't spent last summer, though, had they? Apart from
Yeah, of course. I know,
They had.
100%.
I think the thing is, it's so drawn out now.
Yeah.
It's so drawn out now. You got those 2 games in January. We could end up paying Bodo in December, which will be awful.
Yeah.
And because they're going to have 1 game in December and 1 game in January in Norway. Now, obviously, January will be better in some ways because they'll be in their preseason training effectively, and they'll be raw and won't be necessarily up to speed. But ideally, we want to play Bodo probably fairly early, don't we? So we get the better weather.
Yeah, play them first away. Do you know, John? Are you familiar with how it works? Because like that whole thing yesterday with the pushing of the button, all that shit. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is ripe for corruption. I was about to lose my shit. I was about to go apoplectic, and then all of a sudden we get handed the best draw ever, and I'm like, you know what? I'm actually okay with it. I'm fine with it. Obviously, the button pushing thing is legit, but like, is there a team that you could say had a better draw than Tottenham?
Well, I know who's had a worse draw is Bodo Glimt.
Bodo had a horrendous draw. Newcastle had a horrendous draw. Benfica had a horrendous draw.
Arsenal have got a good draw.
Chelsea have got a tough draw.
Arsenal have got an easy draw as per usual.
Yeah. Chelsea have got Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Benfica, Atalanta, Ajax, Napoli, and then they've got Karabag and Paphos at the end. But they've got 6 tough games there to go. They've got to go and play Conte in his backyard as well.
Here you go. I've got it on the screen. Let's go. Should we go through it for 10 minutes? Hang on, wrong page. Here we go. Hang on. Here we go. Let's look at City's. So City have got Dortmund at home, Real Madrid away, Leverkusen at home. Well, we'll tell you what. The chat, do me a favor, right? As we go through each team, rank out of 10 the draw of the teams we're talking about here. Okay, so Man City got Dortmund at home, Real Madrid, and put City dash, and then you'll score out of 10 so that I know what we're looking at when I come back to it. Dortmund at home, Madrid away, Leverkusen at home, Villarreal away, Napoli at home, Bodo Glimt away. Bodo's fucked, aren't they? Galatasaray at home and Monaco away. Do we know is it going to be sequential? Like, are you going to get Monaco last? Is that how it works? And
no, that's what the fixtures are for tomorrow. They basically UEFA will go and plot them because they don't want loads of big games all being put together. They'll split them across the whole site so that each week's got a good couple of massive games going on.
Okay, cool. So are we saying that how's City's draw then? Do we think City are fine, aren't they? Well, Napoli at home is a little bit tricky. Bodo might be tricky depending on the weather. Dortmund at home, Real Madrid away. They won't win that one, but they should be okay, right? City should be okay.
Yeah, for me, I think they'll be happy with who they've got home and away out of pots 2, 3, and 4. Because you'd much rather have Napoli and Galatasaray at home and Bodo and Monaco away than the other way round, right?
100%. Great point.
I think they'll be happy with that, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Then Munich are going to Chelsea, to Bruges. Munich are going away to Paris, to Arsenal, to PSV, and to Paphos. That's a tricky one. Away that long leg, and then they've got Chelsea at home, Bruges at home, Sporting at home, and St. Gilloise at home. Not bad for Munich, right?
They'll be all right.
That'll be fine.
All right, let me know in the chat. Put Munich and then put your score. Liverpool, we've got Madrid at home, Inter away, Atleti, Frankfurt. I can hear an echo. Someone's got an echo on the thing.
I can hear it as well.
Yeah, because someone sort that stuff out. PSV at home, Marseille, Karabag, and Liverpool are fine, aren't they?
Yeah.
They got their.
They are, but I think that one's a little bit dodgier, to be honest, because I think they got hard away games from pot 3 and 4, but they'll be fine. But I don't think it's completely easy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Would you rather have Man City's draw, or would you rather have Liverpool's draw?
City's, personally.
Probably City's. Yeah, I think City. I think you're right. Inter Milan.
Can we see Bodo glints?
Yeah, I'll come down to Bodo. I'll scoot ahead rather than doing them all. I'll scoot to Bodo. Where's Helga going? I might just travel with Bodo. Here we go. They got Man City away. Man City at home.
Oh, ouch.
Dortmund away. Juventus at home. Fucking hell. I'll tell you what, though, there's a lot of teams that are going to Bodo, aren't there? There's going to be some upsets. There's going to be some upsets of those 4 away games. You don't really want to go to Bodo. I know that Tottenham fans are going to think, we smashed them before, we'll smash them again. But doing them in late April, is not the same as doing them in February.
Well, no, it won't be in February.
Oh, you're right. It'll be just January, December, or November.
It won't even be our first game, because September, it'll already be starting to... the temperature might be starting to go. You're playing them in October, you can expect freezing. Proper freezing.
Yeah.
Eric Dyer's going there.
Helga's nipples.
Galatasaray. They got Galatasaray, Monaco. Is that Atletico Madrid?
Yeah.
Yeah, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, Dortmund, City, Spurs. I mean, only Slavia Prague's... the only easy, relatively easy.
And even that's away from home as well. So
right.
Yeah.
Who's got the worst one? Benfica's got a horrible one, haven't they? Let's have a look at Paphos. Paphos have got to play Munich at home, Chelsea away, no chance. Villarreal at home, they might be able to get something out of that. Juventus away, no chance. Slavia Prague at home, maybe. Yeah, Paphos are not going to make it, and these guys aren't going to make it. Where's Tottenham?
Scroll up. Yeah.
The only thing that's disappointing for me with our one is I wish we got Slavia Prague away, because that would have been a much better away day, and got Bodo at home, given we've already done Bodo, But that's me being picky.
Yeah, Slavia Prague would have been a brilliant away day. I wouldn't make it back from there, mate. I wouldn't make it back. Let's be entirely honest. Coming home with Svetlana. We should be able to make it out, shouldn't we? Let me say, Dortmund at home we can beat, right? 100%. Have you looked at Dortmund's squad? They haven't got anybody.
They're not the same.
They're nowhere near as good as they were. They've lost half of their team this summer, and they're not. All their best players have gone. So we should be able to get 3 points there. What are we saying at PSG away? We're saying 0 points realistically.
Yeah.
Come on. Listen. In Ange, I wouldn't give us a chance, but with Thomas Frank, I think he will change it up again, but with more lethal output. Remember that Brennan Johnson didn't play in the last game, didn't even come off the bench when we played PSG. Now we'll be playing with Xavi Simons, Kudus, and maybe another. It should be easy. Are they saying PSG have got a crazy path? Have they got an easy group? Let's have a look.
No, they haven't. They haven't. They've got a difficult one.
Let's have a look.
Bear in mind, PSG only just scraped into the playoffs last season, didn't they? Weren't they 23rd or something?
Yeah. Exactly.
Here you go. Here's Paris.
Wow.
Tasty.
Oh, there's hard, isn't it?
That's a brutal.
That's the hardest group. Okay, so that is the hardest group. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Atalanta, Bayer Leverkusen, Athletic Club Bilbao, Newcastle, Sporting, and Tottenham.
I
That's a
think,
shocker, isn't it?
I think they'll struggle in that. I think that'll be a difficult game to pick. It'll be a massive game to watch.
Wow.
Barcelona at home, they probably have enough. Atalanta at home, they probably have enough. Leverkusen away, they probably have enough. Let's be honest. That's not too bad. Sporting away is always
terrible.
No one likes playing in Portugal. Not for whatever reason. No one does well in Portugal traditionally. Newcastle at home. I mean, Newcastle will give it a good go, but Bilbao's a tricky game for sure.
To get Newcastle and Bilbao from pot 4 is a bit nasty, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the worst 2 games you could get out of pot 4. I want to see
Newcastle
Benfica.
got unfinished business with PSG, haven't they? Because didn't they have a really soft penalty against them that knocked them out 2 years ago?
Yeah, that's right, 100%. This is Benfica's pot. Right, Benfica got from watching it live. I was like, Benfica are screwed. They got Real Madrid at home, Chelsea away, Leverkusen at home, Juventus away, Napoli at home, Ajax away, Karabag, and then Newcastle. I think Benfica are curtains. I think they're toast. And they were in pot 1, by the way.
Oh,
They were in pot 1. That's a brutal draw, isn't it?
yeah, tough.
I
You
think
did
it's
just say teams
somewhat
like
don't matter, do they?
Say that again?
I was just saying the pots somewhat don't matter, do they? Because you end up drawing 2 teams from every pot anyway. Right? It's like...
Yeah,
Yeah, but then
exactly.
there's-
The pots don't matter. Yeah, you're right.
There's different levels of pots of teams in those pots. That's the thing, isn't it? Like you could get Newcastle in pot 4, you could get Karabag.
Yeah,
It's literally luck of the draw. I do like this format, though. I think the format's really good. It makes it interesting.
Far better, far better. All the people that were doubting it. I mean, look, it went down to the wire with Real Madrid and PSG struggling to know whether they would make it. And unfortunately, because they only just scraped in, they ended up playing number 1 in the group, which was Liverpool, played PSG. Whereas in the other format, something like that would never have happened because they would have been seeded again and it would have kept them apart. So I think it's great. Perform well, and you should, by all rights, be okay. But there's no guarantee with this format that even if you do finish in the top 8, look, you get 1 game less, which is crucial. Sorry, 2 games less, which is crucial. So that's it. But it doesn't guarantee you missing top talent.
yeah, 100%. Guys, I think it's probably the good time to round off. If I'm entirely honest, what are we doing for the day, Johnny? What time are we doing? With 4 o'clock, we're on Football Inc.
Yeah, football 4 o'clock. Football Inc. Guys, Sean, bung the link in. We're trying to get to 5,000 guys. Okay, incredibly, we've done this in 3 months. So please, after you've finished here, please get over to Football Inc. and hit the subscribe button. We're about 110 away from 5,000. Quite incredible, but doesn't cost any money. And you come over and see us. We'll be talking all things football and Spurs, obviously.
100%. Let me get Spurs diehards as well. So that's happening at. I'm going to redirect you guys as well over in a minute. So just stay where you are for a couple of seconds, if you don't mind. I'll redirect you over to Sava, and I'd love you to put in the Spurs talk show raid. Let me just get Spurs diehards link up for you. Be up to you, Adrian. Always here, mate. Love you, buddy. Guys, also please do put that one in, and also I'm going to get John's channel as well. Give me 1 second, Johnny.
You're almost sorry, I was going to say you're almost at 500,000 views on Football Link as well, boys. You're on 486,000 at the moment, so you might make it.
Wow.
We got Spurs. Druzilla's hosting tonight. Spurs diehards. We're 5,000. We can dream of that. We're trying to get to 1,500. So, but people like our shows. We won two awards. Funnily enough, I don't know how that happened. Yeah. Must have been something wrong with the algorithm or something. I don't know. Yeah.
No, you've done very well, mate. You're doing good things over there. There's also, lads, it's Tottenham podcast. I know, John, you're not always on it, mate. But
no, Connor's on it more than I am. Connor's a regular every Tuesday night.
Yeah.
There you go. There's the Lads It's Tottenham podcast. There is the link for Spurs Diehards. There is also the link for Football Inc. Please, guys, just hit those tabs, smash open the extra tab on your computer, and then please do send your love. And let me just quickly, super quick, add the redirect in for you guys so that we can send you across to Football Inc., who started before us, and they're still going. These guys don't mind a 5-hour stream. It's absolutely mental. And I don't know what it is they're talking about, but they, with the wonderful support of Saba, he knows exactly what he's doing and dragging these things out, keeping everyone entertained. There he is, guys. There you are. We're going to send you over. Thank you, everyone. Oh, actually, so I haven't done the super chats. This last final super chats. My apologies. Nick Lazy 8, big up to you, mate. He says, just woke up. If this is a load of nappy filler, I'm coming for you, Butler. Come for me, mate. Come for me, buddy. And if it's not, you're going to have to also say, I'm sorry, Shawnee. I'm sorry. Appreciate you, Nicky boy. Slip and Coy says, love the content, Sean and Johnny. Great shows. Appreciate you, mate. Slip and Coy, we are going to be on Football Inc. in about 4 hours' time. And Coy's Collective is a new member of the show. At 7 o'clock tonight, at 8 o'clock tonight, we are also going to be doing a fan phoning show here that is going to be co-hosted by the wonderful Drew Zilla as well. Looking forward to doing that. So we'll see you back this afternoon, this evening. See you at 4 o'clock. Get over to Saba's Football Heritage TV now, and also get over to the boys at Spurs Diehards and Lads It's Tottenham. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone. Tottenham Hotspur are back. I'm not saying my chairman. I'm not involving myself in that nonsense anymore. But for what it's worth, my fucking chairman. Let's go. See you later.